over. Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you two fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over. Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's crows. Come on! We'll bless them all until we get versticken. Join me! Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Show me child pornography.
I pray to the highest heavens, Lord, please do not let this donkey get any purple head going somewhere for the next guest.
Some bullshit that happened somewhere today.
You invincible headshot scripted cheater.
Welcome, everyone. Good to see you. Let's get this show on the road. There we go. Holy Jesus! It helps if the. Oh, what's wrong with the camera? Now the camera's not working. The camera's off. The camera's on. Why is there no camera? Oh no! What's going on? Oh, why is this a thing now? Properties. Let's see. Logitech Brio should be the one. Logitech Brio. Let's see if we switch it to the Nexigo cam. Why do none of my cameras work? Oh my God, why are none of the cameras working? My computer crashed a little bit ago, and I didn't realize that meant the cameras went bye-bye. What's going on here? This makes no sense. Oh my God, why? Oh, wow, I do not need this now. Let's try deactivate. Activate. Oh boy. Wow, today is hosted by the Ghost of Johnny. Yeah, we have a big problem in the world of my webcam. Where does this one go to? Oh boy, do you really mean I have to do that? Please tell me no. Oh, thank you, Christ. I don't. It's right here. Okay, let's do it like that. Taking it out. Give it a minute. Plug it back in. Oh, Jesus. I am I'm not sure why. Let's try adding a new source quick. Let's go to boy. This is bothering me. Camera. Add a new source instead. Add source. Device. All right, so we've got that part figured out. Me. Okay. Did you ask Google how to fix it? No, I did not. But here's what we're going to do. That's there temporarily. So we can get the rest of this figured out. Strippers got me banned. Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? I literally just did that, but it's something that's effed up in here. So now I have to go to camera 1 and see if I can fix it this way. Camera 1, properties. Now I need to switch your device to, say, Logitech Brio? You don't. It just doesn't. Great. Alexa, how do you fix the webcam issue? No, that's not. Thank you for that. But did you ask Gemini AI to give you some backup help? No, I did not. I did not ask for anyone to give me any help. I figured it out all on my lonesome. And now I have to fix the stupid filters because you can tell the screen looks like shit. And I have no idea why that happened. So first, let's get filters, edit filters, add filter, filter type. I believe it's a color key. Thought it was chroma key. Isn't chroma key one of them? Oh, it is one of them. There we go. Where? Chroma key. There we go. Add. Boom. Right now, we're going to take it as is and say that it's good. Okay. All right. Video capture device. We're going to move you down here to where's camera 1? No, I need you to go up. All right. There we go. Now, video capture device. And now we're going to go like this. And I want to delete, remove camera 1. Yes, we're removing camera 1. Wow, Johnny can teleport. Yeah, I'm like magic and shit. My own tech support crew. I might as well be Indian. All right, well, isn't that nice? At least it killed some time off the get. I am gonna have to... Something's getting hinky with my computer. I'm gonna have to do like a fucking blood drive or something if I have to build a new computer. So, we'll see what we can do. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for the slow and rough start there. I did not expect to have a camera issue. My computer crashed right before we started the show. So if I suddenly crash out, it might be the computer thing. I'm sorry. Hopefully it won't be a problem. Question mark. Hopefully it's just whatever. Anyway, so we'll deal with that as it comes. But yes, the computer crashed and rebooting it apparently effed up the camera setup. So, that sucks. Alrighty. So we've got all of that loaded up. We've got all of our stories for the beginning of the show loaded up. I've got all of the chats up. So if you say it, we'll see it. It's all there. Whew. Sorry, that all took a lot out of me right there at the go. I didn't expect to have that problem. Alrighty, welcome to Tech Support. How may I help you today? Says Saint Caesar. Do I need help? Do I really need help? Your green is chroming out is all wavy. Your green is chroming out. It's all wavy. If you meant the green screen was chroming out, the reason it's wavy is because I have fluorescent bulbs above me, and I need to get rid of those and have real lights. Yes, support. I ran out of drive space for my porn. How do I solve it? Saint Aran, I'm guessing then you'd probably have to get rid of some of your porn. By the way, a computer just blue screen freezing down on you like this one did when we had an error and we had to shut down. That error shutdown thing, that's usually more of like a memory issue. So I don't think that would be a ran out of like hard drive space. That's a storage problem, which again, why do you need that much porn? I just feel like either you're jerking to it or you're not. I don't know, like I have to peruse my collection. What do I feel like stroking to today? I feel like really you shouldn't have that kind of depth in porn choice. If you do, speaks to a larger issue. But alrighty then. So we have a whole bunch of stories loaded up. We've got a lot of stuff to get into. And we'll fire off here in just a second. Just kind of giving the last few moments of filtering in a boost here. Because I'm just it's so weirdly disconcerting to just, the computer was lit and I got the show going and I was like, I'm good. And then camera gone and just not being able to pull it back up on screen. And the kitty cam, flat out dead. I'm going to have to reboot that whole thing. So no kitty cam for today. But I'm going to have to unplug it and do the whole thing. Grannies without panties is for Saturday. Where did grannies with or without panties become a thing that we were discussing? And I don't know how that pertains to the show. Oh, the porn thing. Grannies without panties is for Saturday. I'm dumb. I got so worried that I was taking him seriously as a statement of something, and I'm like, wait a minute. Well, wait, no, he's continuing the porn joke. All right. It's going to be one of those days. Quick note, I'm going to be bringing this up several times throughout the show, but unfortunately, we won't be able to be on tomorrow, most likely, because of hospital appointments, but I did, and balls crossed, did get a call that they wanted to move that up to 11, so hopefully I'll be able to make it home and maybe just pop on for a bit and like kind of, spit on whatever and talk about whatever we have left over today if we don't get through everything, so we'll see. We might be able to shart out a show tomorrow, at least a late start sort of show thing tomorrow, just because I'm sick of taking days off specifically for this stupid hospital driving medical appointment bullshit. Going to fucking the Twin Cities every couple of days is getting annoying for this stuff. Like, can we just get this all done I'm tired of might as well move there at this point. So yes, I am hopefully going to try and do something of a show tomorrow, but I cannot be certain. Depends entirely on how that all works. I'm going in at 11, so if we get back if I can get back before 2, I can at least maybe do something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not promising, but I'm going to try. God damn it. And what else was it? That was the thing. We have 2 shows coming up. There's one in March, ? And then April 20th at Silly Beaver. So those are our comedy shows. And hopefully the merch thing is the next thing we're trying to get ready to pump. Yeah, there we go. So we'll be able to doing that in a bit. Okay. The first one we're going to talk about. So good evening, Johnny. Fuck K. Fallon says no pen 15 fathead. Well, you know what? At least he knows where he stands. Fuck K. Fallon. All right. I mean, I quite frankly, I have only, as far as I know, I've only really told one person on my show, like, oh, go fuck yourself. And I was like, again, stating my belief that, but whatever. Said, nah, that one didn't go. I don't know. I'm not going to say it, but you did. So good for you. We have the, what is it? For our first hour, we have, we're going to talk about the weather. We've got some, remember that chick we talked about today on the Steel Toe Show? I love Aaron and I love doing the Steel Toe Show, but sometimes I feel like he doesn't delve deep enough into articles or issues or subjects. So I went a little further. Like I said, I played that lady's comedy bit from her YouTube channel, not from a link of like, oh, look at this person do this cringe thing. No. I went to her YouTube channel and looked at the post of it And then I went back to her actual channel. So we've got a new video that she recently posted. Again, I didn't even know this when I found this video today. I didn't know this, well, I knew going in because of this morning, but I didn't know this until this morning. She was an adult film star. Did not know that. I know she said she was a film. I know she said she was a, what was it? She worked in film or whatever, but I didn't realize, oh, you meant adult film. Oh, okay. Anyways. So we have a fun little video of hers that we're going to go through. And as opposed to just talk about everything we're going to do, let's start the first one. The weather's been fucking crazy. I, myself, used to really, really love snow. It used to be awesome, but you can't really move around too well in it in my condition, and I'm old and all of that, and now it's just cold. But my kid really loves the stuff, and I really want her to have a white and happy Christmas, but she didn't. It was brown. And now we have... today, like it was warm yesterday, gonna be warm tomorrow, but it's witch's titty cold today. And throughout like the country, we're getting hit with a buffet of snow all over the place. So just interesting, creepy, weird weather. And would you consider a clinical trial for an MS drug, says Fanatical Bucks fan. I'm literally in the process of trying to start a clinical trial for an MS drug. I have only two problems with the clinical trial. First problem is the same problem I have with any clinical trial. It's that I understand the scientific necessity for a control group. But as a suffering patient, I have the necessity for the chance that the medication will work, you know? And so I don't like that possibility. But the big one right now for me is the fact that all of the clinical trials for medications available, they're not promising to stop the progression. The best we're hoping for now is a delay. So, you know, whatever. But that's not the big thing. Yeah, so I'm from Wisconsin now. What? Who's from Wisconsin now? No Pen 15 Fathead. Fall in the Great says $50, says no Pen 15 Fathead is pleasure to horse. Look, that was disconcerting. Fallen, I don't like you're a supporter of the channel and I appreciate it. I don't know if you realize that's not that doesn't seem like a burn. Like, no offense, if you can pleasure a horse as a human man, you've got to at least have a healthy hog. I mean, yeah, a certain amount of moral and mental flexibility that I'm also uncomfortable with. But I mean, you got to be laying a sizable pipe if the horse can even fucking feel it. You know what I mean? Like, how's your new farmer? Well, he doesn't finger pop me like the old one used to. Oh, I mean, like literally, man, you just use your arm. Right. How are you going to... It's like a baby arm. No, it isn't. It's like a human arm. Don't. Is that what horses tell people? They tell other... Not people. Fuck you. Is that what horses tell other horses when they meet? Like, yeah, man, I don't mean to brag, but I'm hung like, you know, me. You know, it's like it's a veritable human arm down there. Just like, woof. Sorry, I mean no Pen 15 sucked off a horse. Oh. It's not as funny now. Shame. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the weather. Speaking of white things and blowing. Oh, and look what we have. What I love to call a huge problem with my screens now identifying as something else. Where is... I need left monitor. Properties. Nope, that's not it. This is super shitty. Odds that it's number 2. It's number 2. Oh, crap. And that's right. We have to do this thing now. We have to remove me here. So remove that. Yes. Delete camera 1. Now we have to add sources. Video capture sources. Add that source. The source we want is video capture device. Add that source. Boom, like that. Yeah, that's just a whole bunch of sexiness. Now let's drag my fat ass down to the bottom. Make me just a little bigger, because I'm only a white guy. I don't want to impose on these people. But here we. Oh wait, we got another one of our friends over there. But good for him. Good for him.
The dangerous storms on the move and that record heat. Ginger is here, as you know, tracking it all. That and a whole lot more. Good morning.
Morning. It's like we're living in the upside down.
Holy sweet. Ginger looks so much better until we go in close. It's like we're living in the upside down. Oh, no. You did not use a fucking Stranger Things reference, you uber nerd.
When it's 98 in Laredo and we're still in February and we're having all-time
February
records and all-time winter records, meaning in the records we've had that go back reliably and a lot of times to the 1870s, we have never seen this warm a temperature in many cities. So Omaha made it to 80. Rockford, Illinois was 73. Minneapolis, which has had their hottest winter on record, 65. So yes, there's a flip coming and there's some powerful storms that'll come with it, but there will be more of those all times and daily record highs across much of the country. I mean, look at all the red circles. That means you have the potential to tie, break, or smash a record in a lot of places into the Northeast. Then it came with wind, and really big wind and very low relative humidity. So in Jefferson Davis County, one of the 150 wildfires that started burning last Friday. We will see more of those red flag warnings across the Midwest today ahead of this front, but the tornado threat, that's the one I want you to really focus in on.
Remember, guys, the weather's coming for you as hard as it can. So you know what you need to do? Start driving electric cars, give up your gas stoves and everything else, because we can't talk about what's really causing this problem. Alrighty. Well, if he sucked it off, that's just fun for everyone, says Lab Glass Project. What? What? That's not fun for everyone. What if the horse... Well, I suppose if the horse didn't consent, you're right there, just kick him. I've spent way too much brain power in this episode already contemplating blowing a horse. I don't think I want to keep doing that. So maybe we should just... Oh, boy. Let's go.
Chicago, Detroit, parts of southeastern Wisconsin, all the way down to St. Louis, Indianapolis included today. That's this evening.
Boy, that is a wide swath. Okay, Ginger, thanks for
that. Is a wide swath. I'll show you a wide swath. All right.
Muslim American community, our...
I don't know what I just came into, but I think I need to see what it is. But before I do, I need to fix something that is driving me utterly bonkers. I need to fix my filter. Edit filter. Edit filter. Let's bring you down. Let's bring you up. That's too low. There we go. How low can you go? There we go. Dude. Seems good. Close it, Ghost Rider. Why did I look? Oh, who did the goat thing? Fettuccine El Poo Poo. Thank you for the thing. Let's check the sticker party situation. Where are we at that? 300 bits away from a sticker party. We'll leave this up for a minute. I'm sorry, sir. I interrupted you. What were you saying?
Muslim American community, our message, yes, indeed.
Oh.
February 27th in Michigan, we are voting uncommitted.
Voting what? Uncommitted. Oh, this is the other story I was going to do. You're getting into my other story before I'm ready to do that, you dick. Don't do that. Don't do that. Alrighty. I hope that's the interview we have in the next one, because that guy's voice was awesome. I had to decode it. It was cool. Okay, so we are just about halfway through the first hour. We're going to keep moving on into, hold on a sec. Sorry, it's all the jizz. I'm going to be going till 5:30, and we have our show goal. I think it's on the 31st now. I have to check the date on that specifically. But, yeah, it's down to 20. So thank you for everything. Yesterday, we're going to be considering someone had floated the idea of about resetting the goal due to financial hardship and stuff, and we might be considering that. Like I said, depends what happens in the appointments and things today. We'll look at that then. Anyways, that is, again, the storms are coming after us. Let's get to this next one. Nikki Huntsman, again, did not know who she was. I just, thought she was an online, just your average thought. Just, oh, look, I'm cute, and I go online, and I talk at a camera to get a bunch of attention and a bunch of simp donations. That's so nice. And it's like, okay, cool. And she wanted to do comedy. I thought we could laugh at that. I can laugh at that. And then I found out, no. This lady is not even an OnlyFans lady. She's a straight up porn star. Oh, okay. Now we have to do a little more digging. And I didn't do any porn digging for those of you guys. Oh, Johnny was spanking it all day. No. That's tonight. That's tonight. Okay, that's after the show. But I'll stand over the no. So I went to her channel to check out some of her newest videos, some of the new things she's done. What does she post? What does she do? And one of the newest things she posted, and I don't even remember. Let's minimize this. How long ago was this? This is a month ago. So she posted this one a month ago, and I think it's just good. Is she good looking? Dick Hickey asking, is she good looking? Before we play the video, let's go ahead and let him find out. Is she good looking? Nah. I mean, is she good looking? How much do you I guess it depends on how good her artistry is that morning. I'm not saying she's Mona Lisa. I'm just saying her face is painted on. Look, nobody has that much rouge under their eyes and cheeks unless they've been crying themselves to sleep every night or they're getting beaten regularly. Both of those big signs of working in the professional porn industry, by the way. So we have her AVN survival guide, and I've never been to an AVN. I'm assuming it's an adult video convention thing because it says AVN Convention Survival Guide. Why would you need a survival guide for a convention? Am I the only one who went to conventions for fun? When I went to Yiffstock, we all had... No, I'm kidding. Is there a Yiffstock? It would be really bad if there's a Yiffstock. Oh, don't let there be a Yiffstock. I kind of figured they wouldn't... At least don't let them call it Yiffstock. That could be the inside name. I don't even have a costume. He's the gimp. Average at best, 5.5 tops. I'm going to say Diffstock. I'm going to say Diffstock. That would be cool. I'm going to say, yeah, she is incredibly, remarkably mid. Like, she's not super duper attractive, but she's also in shape, which in America, I mean, depending on which part of the country you're in, that can be a big ask. I'm on it. I'll be back in 20 minutes with my research paper, says Lab Glass. Do they sell condoms large enough to walk around in? I think they do. Anyways, she's going to give us her go-to tips, do's and don'ts for AVN, for the AVN convention. And again, the clip is 3 minutes long. We're not going to be on this too long. Like most of her films, it's designed for you to just get in, come, and get out quickly. So, yeah, let's just go. Oh, dumbass, it helps when you unmute them. Somebody's a professional, but also a tard.
Hey everybody, with AVN fast approaching, I thought it might be a good idea
to
it's
coming quickly.
An adult convention survival guide for anybody who might be newer to AVN, if it's your first time going, or maybe
So, I didn't realize this. Just to be clear, you thought this video would be great for AVN virgins. Yeah, if it's their first time going. I mean, you gotta be careful. A lot of times at AVN, your first time, you think you're gonna be there so long, you think you're gonna hang out for the whole convention, and in like the first 30 seconds, you just come running in the door. You experience so much so quick. It picks up speed. Within an hour and a half, you're spent. Can't go another step. It's all over. She the one who crossed her eyes. I have no idea. She's got Sid the Sloth eyes. Dude, she's got extremely overpainted face, fake eyelashes. If you had to be clued in, you're blind. And I guess the hair and maybe the color is the only thing that's real. But yeah, she's not terribly attractive. And it's like she's all right. She's not unattractive. But it just... the weird chin thing. Like, you've got a round face and then it comes down to this. It's like they were pouring or drawing a good face, like a good, nice, like olive shape. And then we got there like, and they just kind of fudged it. Like, we're going too large. Yeah. That looks like that doesn't even look, I'm sorry, that does not look natural. That chin does not look natural. Did you get your face sculpted to look more effable or something? Because whoever told you that was effable is... it's weird.
Second, or if you've just never been to an adult convention in general, I feel like this is information you could use for any of them. Exotica, XBiz.
Right. X3, all of it. Yeah, you know, for all of us that do the circuit, man, I like to come here where I watch people that help me come, and then I go there where I watch and hang out with the people that make me come, and then I go there where I hang out with the people who made me come. You know, it's a lot of fun to come out and give you guys money so I can go home and give you guys money so I can spank my meat and make some... Why? This is where I'm like, the people that are like, porn is an addiction, it's pervasive. I'm like, if you gotta do that, I mean, if you want to meet, your fans and stuff, let them in your vagina. See, but that's too far. I just want their wallets.
All of it. So I'd have to say some of my necessities that I always pack when I'm headed out for AVN week are vitamins, immunity boosters, emergency, because it's easy to get sick during AVN.
Really? It's easy to get sick? Why, are you and a bunch of other questionable people who are maybe a little too risque with their bodies, like passing around fluids or something? Or, you just, you kissing a lot of chicks that you never met before? Like, what's going on? Is there a chance, like, I don't know, that you don't maintain certain boundaries that maybe you should that could, I don't know, impact your immune system?
I highly recommend always having hand sanitizer with you. And another thing to be aware of, if you are a performer, such as myself, and if you're new, sometimes people try to touch you or grope you without your consent.
Right. Because they only watched you get fish hooked and choke on two cocks at once. They feel they know you. In fact, they've seen the freckle on the inside of your ass more than you have. So why not, just pop a finger in your butthole while they're shaking your hand and getting the picture? Again, if this is why, the porn industry isn't really a meet and greet kind of a thing. Even in, like, the movies and stuff, like, Chris Hemsworth doesn't want to just wade through every audience at the movie theater, right? But he doesn't have to worry about someone kind of running up and grabbing his cock. Well, maybe he does. But the reason why he usually doesn't have to is because it's not what he's known for. He's not known for his dick. You're known for your vagina and your tits. They don't want to shake hands with your hair, and they don't want to hear about your thoughts on world peace. They want to see your piece, or see if they can get a piece of your piece, because, quite frankly, they've already seen it. Now they want to see if they can be it.
So always be aware and mindful of your surroundings, and if you need to, they usually have security or bodyguards around, or you can always get a friend or somebody else if you're feeling uncomfortable. It's always good to tell people your comfort limits. If something bothers you, then set the boundary. Don't allow it. Just be like, no touchy. Or you can be like, hey, I'm cool if you ask. Just set your boundaries. Don't let people walk all over you. And
Right, women. Don't let people walk all over you. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to go in this scene and you're going to say, what are you doing, step bro? And then he's going to bend you over the table and you're just going to take every inch of that dick. Don't let people walk all over you. They can come all over you, but not walk all over you. I can't, what? You have to have all these boundaries because, again, the job you want to normalize your profession so badly, but you can't have a convention for something like this because, spoiler alert, the number one people her face is so fucked up. Okay. If you sleep with her, is that the same as banging a stripper, or is she classy? I have to honestly say, in my world, in my opinion, Dick Hickey, strippers are classier than porn stars. Porn stars view themselves like the movie stars of the adult world. Like, I'm the star, like I'm the big thing because everybody knows who I am, blah, 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 blah. They have an ego. Porn stars are what happens if you give a stripper an ego and she takes a bunch of dick on film. That's literally what it is. Strippers could be real people who are just like, I'm comfortable with my body and I know you'll pay to see it, so fucking give me some money. Like, they can be honest with you. Can I grab your boob? No. Can I flick your nipple? No. Can I finger poke your boob? No. What can I do then? Boundaries? It's just, I do a visual medium, right? And I do this show, and I've been noticed in public like once or twice. Like, literally, if I'm counting all of them, like once or twice. And twice. Anyway, so like I said, the getting recognized thing, people will always feel like they can just kind of talk to you because they've interacted with you at the shows and things. And you do this YouTube shit. So you're going to get people that feel so close to you, like they gave you your pap smear because they watched the OBGYN do it right before he deep dicked you. So again, they're going to feel comfortable.
Another thing, if you're talent, or even if you're a fan, this is good to know, depending upon if you're going there alone or with people, whatever. Never accept drinks or snacks from complete strangers. I know that that's something that probably shouldn't have to be said. Don't take candy from strangers is something we were taught growing up.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, there's an even larger precedent for creepos trying to drug you at these things. Oh, it's so good.
Even as an adult, I mean, there have been times at conventions where I've accepted drinks or snacks unattended from people. And last year at one of the Exoticas, a couple of the girls got things that were laced with fentanyl given to them by random people at the convention. And I don't know if they caught the guys that did it or not, or the girls, whoever did it. I don't know who's giving out the fentanyl laced food. But
the fentanyl laced food. Can you maybe just accept the fact that you do a job that is best ignored and done behind closed doors? Let's be honest. You do a job that isn't really for the, and hey, it's my vagina meet and greet. Like, we can't do that. Oh, let's slow that down. We're not doing any stickers. 300 bits from a sticker party, so we'll keep an eye on it. If it happens, cool. They got the George Floyd special? No, they didn't. She's nothing about $20 bills.
You could get poisoned or you could get date rape drugged. So don't accept food or drinks from anybody that have been unattended, opened, whatever, or if they made it, just don't take the risk. Your safety is more important.
If your safety is important, again, I would suggest maybe not going to a convention where you know pervy people are going to be, because again, Your job is to satiate perverted people. Like, no offense, man. Everybody jerks it, all right? I'm not saying, like, oh, porn is evil and bad. But when you're doing it, you're doing something kind of pervy. All right? You can sit there and say, look, man, I need to slake that beast once in a while. You know, I got to take that evil out. Like, all right, fine. Get behind the woodshed and beat it out. But let's be honest. Well, I guess literally. But let's be honest here. You got to be honest. Like, this isn't a good thing. This is a moment that I indulge the darkness. Otherwise, it grows. You know what I mean? Like, just stop trying to make it. I just want to be able to meet people and shake hands, and I don't want them to think of me as a sexual object, because after all, I prefer to think of my roles as in-depth characters that I played. I give them all each stories. Why in Oh Stepbrother, Where Art Thou? I was sitting there while I was going, I was pretending in my head, like, I'm going to go on to college, and from here I'm going to write an award-winning novel. And if that movie had continued, the sequel would have been all about her journey. And right.
And also, if you're a new performer, be forewarned, most people in the industry are nice. Most people are fun and really cool to hang out with. But there are some people in the industry that are either crazy, on drugs, total divas, just not nice people to be around.
Yeah, and so how do we ferret those out? A lot of them are cool, a lot of them are fun. So come hang out. We can all have fun. If you're a newer performer, just be like, the industry is cool and all, and it's fun, but you have to watch out because there's someone clip that Johnny rant. I don't think we need to.
There's very few. I'd have to say 95% of the industry is awesome, but there is that 5% that sucks. So
No, dude, you have not checked Pornhub. Sucking is in almost every video. It's way more than 5%. I dare to say sucking occupies a solid 25 to 33. I cannot believe that you, of all people, underestimate suckage.
Eye out for the people that suck and try to stay away from the drama as much as possible. These are probably some of my best tips for surviving AVN.
So if I don't follow these, I'm going to die? Again, your convention is killing people? Stop hanging out with these people. Apparently they're messed up. They want to stick it in your pooper. What makes you think this is a good time?
That I could just think of off the top of my head. If more come to mind, I will make another video.
Oh boy, she'll make another video. Hooray. Let's close this out. Sucking is 69%, John. Do better at jokes. Mikey Two Milk, the 69% joke in a joke about sex is something I considered a bit of a low fruit. I mean, why go to, and that's more than half. I don't know about you, but I just quite frankly don't have that much oral in me to give or receive. Just never gonna do it. Never gonna do it. So if you sleep with her, nope, we already covered that. Someone needs some eye drops. The lowest of fruits, I suppose. The rotten of fruits. Let's go ahead and close that out. I have no idea what that's just. Sometimes I want to click on these thumbnails, but then that's where I go down rabbit holes, and we don't do that during the show. So, I thought I already was. I think Facebook. Do I log in with Facebook? I thought I logged in with Facebook. Yeah, log in with Facebook. There we go. Boop. Got it. Thank God. All right, so we're good. Well, fuck, John. It's snowing. Yes. I told you it would. I told you that was coming. Dear Butch. Yes, it is, Cheese. I'm only the blocks from you. Yes, he is the blocks. He is the blocks from you. You are the wind beneath his wings. Alrighty, so daily loud status. Let's see what this is. Fanatical Bucks fan with a link. What do we have here? What the heck is this? I don't even know what this is. You're going to have to give me some context. Why would I want to watch this? Fanatical Bucks fan. I have no idea. All right, then why did you link it? Why did you link it? It's a blizzard out by the pit, says Was Feels the Most. Great. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to drop that out for now. If you don't know what it is, I don't want to bother delving off that. We're already running out of time in the first hour. We got a lot of stuff to do. I ain't going on a weird goose hunt tangent. We don't got time. We got to get to this one. A white Chicago cop is suing the department because they won't allow him to change his race. A veteran cop who says he doesn't identify as Caucasian wants to change the racial designation in his personal file from white to one he believes is more appropriate, even taking a genetic test to bolster his contentions, but claims the department won't let him. That's according to a $1 million civil rights lawsuit filed by Officer Mohammed Yusuf, who joined the Chicago Police Department in 2004 and was compelled to identify as Caucasian, despite not identifying as white. Now Yusuf, who is of Egyptian descent and currently identifies as Egyptian and African American, wants a federal judge to make the CPD update its records to accurately reflect his race as North African. So apparently you were light-skinned enough that white worked, and they were like, yeah, no, you're white. Like, that's fine. And now you want North African. Who's going to, please give me a picture of this guy. Oh, I need a picture. Why? Oh, fuck. And let me guess why he's bringing the suit. Let's see. Yusuf joined the CPD. Accurate identity documentation is the cornerstone of DIGIF. Oh, God, that's lawyer speak. The CPD's incorrect racial designation of Yusuf as a Caucasian. He has been passed over for the merit system promotion to sergeant. So wait a minute. The merit? What do you mean? The merit system. So wait a minute, because he's white, we're not giving him as many opportunities? Guys, this guy's being whitewashed. All right, so Yusuf joined the CPD in 24. Where is it? I wanted to get to the part where, because they allowed people to change their gender identity, he wants to change. Yes, there we go. Okay, so similarly, according to Yusuf's lawsuit, the CPD enforces a policy and practices that categorically refuses to change the racial markers on an individual officer's personnel records to match their racial or ethnic identity. Now, where's the one where they'll do it for the gender, though? After being consistently denied opportunity to alter his racial designation, Yusuf still took a 23andMe DNA test to prove his Egyptian heritage. I love this. I'm Egyptian. No, you're not. My name's Mohammed Yusuf. Whatever, Chuck. Like, I just... Cheeseburger. What a dummy. He should embrace the privilege. I want to see a picture. I want to know how easy he can lean into white. But the part of this, and I don't know where it is, I lost it now, and this article's way too long. I'm getting bored. There's a part in here somewhere where one of the reasons he's bringing the suit forth is because he's kind of upset that, like, we can curtail to sexual identity. Like, oh, I identify as a woman, but you can't identify as Egyptian. All right. Well, that was fun. We've got 2.5 hours or so, a little more than left in the show. So we're here for the whole haul. Being white will be a minority soon. I mean, where are we talking? There's always going to be areas where people are more white. There's always going to be areas where people are more not white. and those areas will often trade back and forth and have. But again, I don't think it's ever like gonna be like, oh, white's gonna be a minority. Not really. Gingers, you can't tell me. I don't care how many continents of black people you throw at the ginger gene. You ain't getting the white part completely out. Sure, you'll get plenty. You'll get plenty of weird looking ginger folk, but you won't get rid of it. Fallen the Great, she looked like she had a lazy eye. Maybe she did. Maybe she's cockeyed. I don't know, man. All right, let's go. You know what? Since you were talking about that, we're gonna go from one intelligent lady to another. I came across this dude somewhere, and I really like his takes on stuff. When he's just watching TikTok videos and reacting to them. But the ones he finds are amazing. I'm going to have to start perusing TikTok to look for videos like this. I don't want to go through TikTok and like join TikTok. I'm not going to get the app or anything like that. But like my computer's probably already been hacked. I'll use the computer and I'll just start looking for some, because good God, man, the stuff you people are posting on TikTok is horrible. And by horrible, I mean deeply entertaining for all the wrong reasons. Anyways, here we go. I forget who this person is, but I got another one of his videos here. I'm going to play it. And this one is called If You Understand Her, Your Brain Might Be Malfunctioning.
So riddle me this. If the sun is in space,
What do you mean if?
all the way up
It's
there
there.
in space, and it shines down on us, like they say,
It is.
space, then why the can a cloud go over the sun? Just one cloud can go right over the sun, and it's instantly 5 degrees cooler.
That's
If
not
the
how it
sun
works.
was all the way in space, that would be impossible.
It is impossible.
think
That's
about
not how it works.
Now here's another thing to think about too.
Oh, not
They
another
say
one.
the wind is what moves the trees, right? But I'm sorry, the way I was taught, the trees are what make the oxygen, right? So how is the wind pushing the trees? I'm sorry, it seems like the trees are moving. Think about it.
Cheer 100. I love this guy, Maxim Beatty, on Facebook.
Yeah. Thank you. That's who he is. Thank you very much for putting that in there. Maxim Beatty on Facebook. Thank you, Trucker18Wheeler. This dude is hilarious. His phrase, when he says, Jesus Christ on a motorbike. I love that fucking phrase. That dude is hilarious. Oh my, this dude is hilarious. And I have to start because where do you... Why do they always fit the part of someone who looks like an idiot? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but you're telling me that you have those beliefs. Yeah, I can believe that, considering you thought this neck tattoo was a good idea. 00000. What's that? What is that? Days since you took a hot load?
Cheer 100. Give him chicken nuggies, though.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That I have not watched a chicken nuggies video.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Do not think about it. Warning. Do not think about it. Whatever she just said, do not try to answer it. Do not try to think about it. If you try to think about it, your brain will malfunction and it will shut down and you might die. Don't think about it. What you should do right now is just close this video, turn off your internet, and go and read 3 books to counteract the dumb energy you just received from this video. Because this type of dumb energy is not good for your soul.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go. You, dumbass stole all their nuts. Oh. Okay, so thank you for the 10 bits and the 100 bits, Trucker 18-wheeler. Really appreciate that. So yeah, that was just a fun little video we had of that. I'm going to have to start perusing TikTok. I need to start finding those videos. I need to find these people that share these things. It's entirely too stupid. I don't know. I don't know why I don't have more of them. Twitch sucks. Check your PayPal at your convenience. Sorry, Bud Britches, for not looking at that sooner. I also didn't hear my phone go off, but I haven't checked it. I bet if I do this, as soon as I do that and do this and clear these, yep, we just got a notification. Well, thank you very much, Bud Britches, for that amazing amount of money. That is $20. So that's gonna pretty much quash that goal and move it to our next day. So there we go. So let's just go ahead and put that up at 5, and I'm gonna guess we're on May 1st. All right, so we'll leave it on there for now, and we'll check all that later. Thank you very much, Bud Bridget. Cannot believe it didn't get a notification. Oh, I'm sorry. And yes, we all feel dumber because of that, ladies. She thinks the clouds go over the sky because you can still see the sun through the clouds. Because when a really thin cloud goes under the sun shines right through it. Kind of like, oh, it's like it didn't really. And it feels cooler, but the cloud is over the sun. Doesn't make sense. It has to be a bit. Wow, she put that on the. Like I said, John Doe, it has to be a bit. It has to be a bit. You cannot be this dumb. You cannot be this stupid. You cannot be that stupid. I mean, you can see with your own hand in a flashlight how light can pass through physical objects, even if you can't normally see through them. But at any rate, so I have, oh, that was the one we were going to talk. I have that one we were going to talk about. We're going to get to this quick, though. We have one short little
Cheer
video.
100, are you Delulu?
Are you Delulu? Maybe. Thank you, Trucker 18-wheeler, for the 100 bits. Really appreciate the support, everybody. Super awesome. Thank you for supporting the show. We're going for another 2.5 hours, and we may be on tomorrow if we can find a way to squeeze in with how the schedule goes. Otherwise, it's DMV and doctors all day. But before we get to our last first hour story, this one is my favorite, says Skeezy Whitefish. We'll give that. Thank you, Fettuccine. All right. And now close to a hype train. Interesting. So let's go to this. We have a Bill Engval clip. It's only a minute long, so it's either going to be short and sad. I literally found like, oh. Thank you, Trucker 18-wheeler. And now, why? Oh, it's a sticker party. I was like, oh, it's a sticker party. Holy balls. All right, so while that's going, I'll load Skeezy Whitefish's thing quick here. All right, this is 6 minutes and 51 seconds long. I appreciate it. I might have to give that one a go sometime, but we're not doing that one now. How you doing, my friend, today, says Jesse. We're doing as best we can. It's a impromptu sticker party with a bunch of weird farting gnomes or whatever those things are. And as soon as this craziness is over, we're going to get back to... We had a show to do. I love that abusing the host is apparently now part of the show. We just torture him psychologically every once in a while. It's fun. Skeezy Whitefish says you don't need the whole thing. Well, I need to know where the good part is. You know what I'm saying? I need to know where the winning is. At any rate. Oh, lung butter. Ain't that the stuff? All right, we're going to get this video queued up here. And then... Fuck! Well, no. We're going to play a video about... we've been doing a lot of talking... Oh, Jesus Christ, these are stupid. Commercials are stupid. God damn it, I want this to be over. Thank you. All right, so now that commercial's over, we have a story here about...
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes a train, here comes driver's head too. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes a train today. Here comes a train! Oh! Oh!
So, apparently here
Dear Boo 1 hype train, 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 cheer 100.
Thank you very much, dear Butch, and everybody else for contributing to the hype train. Super awesome. 39%, level 1. 4 minutes to go. Go crazy with the sound drops, the stickers, whatever. Respectfully abuse the computer voice if you want. We're going to play this next clip about some Democrats talking about what they want to use the Michigan primary for, and it's a message to Biden. Spoiler alert. So this ought to be fun. Shark Train, says Riding Dirty Love. All right. Now I just made a little bit of room in my lungs. Let's fuck it up again. This is called healing.
A pivotal November battleground.
The road to the White House runs through Michigan. You don't win without Michigan.
But some Democrats are using Tuesday's primary to put President Joe Biden on notice.
A warning to Biden and his administration that they need to hear our calls and heed our demands and respond to what it is that we're asking for, which is an immediate and a permanent ceasefire.
They need to hear our calls and heed our demands. You know,
Fuck off.
Democracy shit. I'm sorry. I'm choking because I chose to hit
Cheer
a bong.
100 oh yeah, give me that ugly stick anti-deer.
And not only did I choose to hit a bong, I'm choking on the sheer utter irony of what just came out of your mouth. Oh my God. Oh, hold on.
Calls and heed our demands and respond to what it is that we're asking for, which is an immediate and a permanent ceasefire.
Using their ballots to protest the president's handling of the war in Gaza by voting uncommitted in the Democratic primary.
It's a humanitarian vote. It's a protest vote.
The grassroots Listen to Michigan campaign,
Vote Uncommitted,
launched by members of the state's large Arab American community just 3 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, buddy. Of all the places that you could expect them to give you a little bit of guff over the whole Israel, Palestine, Hamas thing, it could be Michigan. The same way if the war was going the complete opposite way and we were still on the same side, the state that would be completely silent about what are you talking about the Middle East would be Michigan. But my point is, they got a base there, man.
Has expanded to count progressives and young voters among its supporters, like Pontiac City Councilman Mikael Goodman.
Because we are often told many times that the power that we have as citizens in the U.S. is through the power of the ballot. And this is us using that power. No one who is...
This is us using that power. And, you know, if that power doesn't work, well, we've shown that we have other methods, but we're told that our best play is the power.
Guess what?
Holy Jesus.
I got a fever.
Yep.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Labglass not content to see the hype train stopping at level 2, gifting 2 tier 1 subs to the channel, 1 to Meta Nemesis and 1 to Diddly Do Right. Thank you very much. Let's get a cowbell for those 2 folks. Gifted on behalf of Labglass. Cowbell coming in. Heyo.
Cheer 100. Can I take off my shirt and show my boobs?
I mean, not on my stream, but I'm not here to tell you what to do, man. As far as I'm concerned, that's between you and whatever government agency's watching you through your computer monitor right now. That's not my problem. LOL, I like the lady voice. Yeah, it's the, I call it the Star Trek computer lady. Because that's what the voice sounds like to me. It sounds like the voice from Star Trek computer lady. It's cool. All right.
His voting uncommitted wants Trump. They want what is happening in Gaza to stop.
More than 30 state and local elected officials endorsed the campaign, as did Rashida Tlaib, the first Palestinian-American woman to serve in Congress.
If you want us to be louder, then come here and vote uncommitted.
Now, organizers say for most...
If you want us to be louder, then come here and vote uncommitted. And remember, don't tell anybody in public what we'll do if this doesn't work. Like, again, I want to applaud.
Cheer 100. Oh yeah, Butchie. Oh yeah, Butchie. Oh yeah, Butchie. Right tour. Oh yeah.
I want to say once again how grateful I am. I just want to point out how grateful I am that with all of the craziness and all of the hostilities that have happened over all of this, thank God nothing even crazier has gone about, because, yeah, it wouldn't be.
Most, today's message is about the primary, but there's a lingering warning.
You need to call for a ceasefire because it will save lives and because it's the necessary thing to do politically. Otherwise, you, President Biden, will be handing the White House to Donald Trump.
The Biden campaign has acknowledged Michigan's importance in this election. But allies of the president aren't quite sounding alarms over the uncommitted primary strategy. Yet.
I'm hoping and expecting.
Yeah. Let me finish that for you. I'm hoping and expecting that they'll be good house and just do as they're told. By the way, could you have a better person as a spokesman for the Democratic Party when they're like, hey, man, look, no, we totally keep up our end of the bargain. Look at this lady. We made all of these fancy promises all the way down the line to them, and look how that's turned out. We haven't kept any of them.
That these folks will come vote for Joe Biden in November. But right now, they have an issue they want to brought attention to, and it's working. That's why we have an early presidential primary.
No. They're going to assume that when it comes down to Trump or them, that Trump or them, that they're going to choose you. They're not going to choose you over Trump. Probably will, though. Let's be honest. Are they going to, that's the thing, though. Are they going to pick Donald Trump? Are they really going to pick Donald Trump? That's why they're not primary what vote for Haley or Trump or vote only for Biden. It's the Democratic primary. Like, that's my point. My point is, in the Democratic primary in Michigan, the Democrats are doing their big, bold strategy of, guys, we're not getting all of the demands we want the way we want when we want. And so, that means boo-hoo, we're not going to vote for you. And they're going to go, yeah, you will. Go fuck yourself. And like I said, they have that attitude because, as history has proven, you still vote for them. So again, you guys are going to have to actually back up the threat. You're going to have to go all the way. You're going to have to pull what you might even view as a suicide pill that you'll have to swallow to take that out. You're going to have to you're going to have to blow up your own spot, in terms of voting for Biden. You can't just sit there and say, give us what we want, or we're not committed. We're uncommitted. Ooh, we're uncommitted in the primary. Again, you got to be committed to voting for the other guy. Otherwise, they're just going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. Alrighty, so still not as funny as the other video we found on it. That's the hype train finishing there at level 2. Thank you very, very much for all of that support. Level 2, 32%, super awesome. I have one more controlled burn to do, and it'll kill me. But we're going to get that over with after this. Let's finish up this video, and boom.
The uncommitted campaign's goal is modest.
Our threshold is 10,000 uncommitted votes because that strategy is based off of the numbers that Trump won in 2016 against Hillary Clinton.
In 2020, Biden won Michigan by more than
Are you... Did...
2016 against Hillary Clinton is 10,000 uncommitted votes because that strategy is based off of the numbers that Trump won in 2016 against Hillary Clinton.
Boo. We carry our battle wounds. Look at my scars. Like, come on, man. That's the number that they... See, Joe? Look what happened to Hillary. Underestimated. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you think Joe Biden knows that? Do you think he cares? Does it mean anything? In 2020, Dominion won Michigan. Oh. But I don't get what you're saying, Master Meatball. Dominions were the voting machine. They weren't on the ballot. I mean, All right, whatever. All right, so, yeah, because America isn't literally falling apart. Let's worry about some... Oh, wow, Landers. I agree to a certain extent with your point. Like, to a certain extent, yeah, we have enough to do here. But the problem, the reason why I understand them asking the U.S. to demand the ceasefire, that's the reason why I understand that, is because we're fucking involved. We're giving supplies and equipment to, well, at this point, technically both sides, thank you, Ukraine. But, I mean, one side is severely beating the shit out of the other. It's not even fair anymore. And apparently, we're just supposed to go, but it's cool, though, right? I mean, it's like when your brother's fucking nuts and someone's like, hey, your brother's fucking nuts. And you're like, yeah, maybe we need to do something about that. People are going to keep coming to you on it. I don't like it, but I understand. Like, but yeah, as far as the Middle East, I have a firm hands off. Like, don't aid and support Israel. We've done our bit. We've done our bit. Job done. You're on your own, homie.
2020, Biden won Michigan by more than 150,000 votes. But some Biden supporters, like former Congressman Andy Levin, say the president's prospects this November are uncertain.
I mean, I'm going to do everything I can to get him elected in November. All I'm saying is I don't know.
I'm going to do everything I can to get him elected in November. I have got a whole graveyard full of people that have already pledged to vote for Biden. I would know. I filled out their voting slips myself. That, by the way, if you want to just cut a piece out of something, if you want to, oh, look, I bet this doesn't sound, hey, guess what, CNN? You know what doesn't sound corrupt at all? You know what doesn't sound corrupt at all?
I mean, I'm going to do everything I can to get him elected in November.
I'm going to do everything I can to get him elected in November. Well, you better be careful. Other people make promises like that and they get brought up on charges because that's, you know, not how the system works.
What I'm saying is I don't know if we can succeed unless we change course. And by the way, it's the right thing to do.
He says he voted uncommitted.
Oh, I love all of these people. They're like, unless we change course. And by the way, it's the right thing to do. So in other words, is it you think, again, do you really think he needs to change? I want to see somebody that is advocating changing course but doesn't want to because he's such a fine job. No. You see, like I said, I want to see somebody like, look, man, Biden needs to come in here and he needs to really pledge to do something and really, stand behind his pledge and show that he means it, to these people. And I don't agree with him one bit. I think, quite frankly, Israel, the only problem they have right now is that they're slowing down. I mean, pick up the pace and push her east. You know what I mean? But oh, Jesus Christ. All right, but yes, so that one was done. So again, keep telling me how he's going to lose.
In the primary, not because his support for the president is wavering.
Well, I think the great danger for Joe Biden here in the Michigan primary is that he would win with no indication that he has a problem, with no visibility of how angry people are.
I mean, I've got a spoiler alert for you. You can see how angry people are if you just go look at the news. Because he's done such a fine job. I'm going to stop typing and listen. Hey, man, I just appreciate you being part of the show. Thank you all for being here. This is awesome. We're having a little bit of a slower day, but hey, that's what happens, man. Sometimes they're slower. Happy to have all of you here. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes left in the show. No, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Dick, 2 hours and 15 minutes left in the show. And we're going to keep going that whole time. We got a whole bunch of stories and stuff to go through. I have this Bill Engval video I didn't get to play yet. And I used to really like Bill Engval. So I hope this is funny. I don't remember why this is in here. I know I haven't seen it. So he is orchestrating in his defense. He can't open his eyes anymore. Wrinkle flaps cover his eyes. Well, President Obama III. No, I'll give you this. President Obama was way, way better as a president than Biden, for good and bad reasons. Much better president than Biden. And literally the smoothest things that Biden has gotten done in his office is like history these last 4 years. Every single one of them comes back to somehow involving Obama, calling Obama, talking to Obama. I think, what is it, the AI bill? Obama. Fucking, I forget the other ones off the top of my head. I didn't plan this subject. But at any rate, yeah. So I wouldn't call it Obama's third term is not, or Obama the third. No. It's generic Obama. Joe Obama. All right, let's go to this video and boom.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Engval here. Let me ask you a question. What do you think of when you hear the word fine?
I think you're about to do something that I'm going to regret. We're 6 seconds in, and I really don't know what this is. You're a comedian. Why are we doing this? Why do I feel like you're using us for... Don't use me for a therapy session. Don't use me for a therapy session.
When I hear it, I think of fine dining, fine wine, fine arts. But apparently, that is not a word you want to use with a woman. The other day, my wife...
Fucking therapy session. This better be a bit. This better be a bit. And the fact that you'd use, again, an internet clip to workshop a bit, also disgusting. But go. This better be a bit. I swear to God, if you, like, I didn't think, like, Jeff Foxworthy and Bill Engval were, like, the all-time, like, greats of comedy. But I did appreciate the fact that there were at least a couple people that were like, hey, we could just do some everyday joke shit. Like, yeah. It doesn't always have to be perfect. It doesn't always have to be dirty. It doesn't always have to be crazy. It's just sometimes funny. Like, cool, quiet, great. I mean, you beat the here's your sign thing to death and a half, but I get it. All right, fine. I really can't talk considering who I work with twice a week. But let's just,
My wife came home from the hair salon, and she said, how do you like my hair? And I said, it's fine. And she got a look on her face that I knew I had said the wrong thing. Because apparently in her vernacular, fine means it sucks. That's not what I meant, because I thought fine was good. So what have we learned? We've learned that our tip from last week is the most important thing you can do. Start every day with the words, I'm sorry. Because you know what? You're going to need them.
Why? Why? I hope that your wife punches you in the balls. Good God. Seriously, man. How beaten and withered down are you that you're in a room huddling over a camera going, hey, start every day with the words, I'm sorry, because you're going to need them. Look, if you need to tell her every morning that you're sorry, you shouldn't be together, okay? Because whatever happened last night wasn't good. Oh, my God. This is like a conversation. If somebody called me and had this conversation, I was like, yeah, yeah, I know, dude. Like, I know, right? Like, you said it was fine, dude. Like, I get it. You said it was fine. Fuck, she's a bitch. She's a bitch. What do you want? The bitches do that, man. Bitches do that. Hey, how about we go out tonight and we get a couple drinks and we'll flirt with a couple of chicks and we'll go home. It'll be a good time. And you can plumb your wife, and she'll be happy. You'll be happy. We'll all be happy. Let's just go. You can wingman for me, and then I'll drink. I'll take the dumb floozy home. You go home and fuck your wife, and we'll be all great. It'll be all great, man. It'll be great. So again, what did we learn? If you start every day saying I'm sorry, good God, you're a cuck. Jesus Christ, man. Never let your heroes live too long, because they die in front of you.
That's your tip for today.
That's your tip for the day. Oh. Oh, Bill. Oh, I can attest. There are times when the man can't win. And once you start, you can't stop. I don't know, man. Again, start every day with the words, I'm sorry. Like, I feel like if, how long have you been married where that level of communication, like you can understand from her look that you gave her the wrong answer, but you couldn't know what the right answer was in the beginning? Spy pigeon, that guy looked like Bill Engval. Yeah, because that was Bill Engval. That's kind of my point. It's like a sad single dad's webcam, and it's Bill Engval. It's just like I said. Sometimes you just shouldn't keep you shouldn't ask yourself, what happened to somebody I used to think was funny? That's sad. They beat down Bill. Somebody call Jeff and be like, hey, man, what's going on with Bill? All right, let's pick up our second hour stories. So for our second hour stories, we have a couple of fun and interesting ones. We have a story about a Willy Wonka. What's it? We have a story about a Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka land thing that ended up being fake, and I might have to look for a different one. Alrighty, so oh yeah, we're gonna play that. All right, so there we go. We got Canada giving $4 million to Ukraine to help fund gender-inclusive minesweeping. So we're going to have fun with that. And then we're also going to go over a psychological breakdown of a rap song done by Jordan B. Peterson. I have a bunch of timestamps, and we're just going to kind of cut through it. We're going to cut the meat out of it. He goes almost lyric by lyric, breaking down the song, filleting the two of them pretty much the entire time. Because, again, it's a message he very much agrees with, so he's in favor of it. And overall, we're going to pull like the hits and the funnier moments, the more important moments. We're not going to go through the entire hour-long thing. I did that for you. If you want to watch it, it is on Jordan B. Peterson's YouTube, and you can subscribe to it. I'm actually no, I can't follow. I can only subscribe. I don't know if I can. I don't know. Anyways, I enjoyed the video, so we're gonna. You're not going to make us listen to Ben Shapiro rap, are you? No, Skeezy Whitefish. We're not actually going to be listening to the rap song itself. We're going to be listening to Jordan Peterson's takes on it. Just all of the clips we have, I dare to say almost none of them have, from what I recollect, were any actual rap song parts in it. And then we'll give you like his final thoughts on the thing, and that'll be that. So we're not going to listen to it. Master Meatball, show your wife your peen with a bow tied on it. How does it look, honey? She stares. Oh, you're not putting that thing in me with a bow on it. That's when the bow falls off on its own. LOL. If you want to write porn, that's cool. We don't need to do it in the chat. All right, let's go ahead. So Ukraine needs pride. No, Trucker 18-wheeler. Ukraine needs a gender-inclusive minesweeping operation. You know what? We'll have fun with it. We'll laugh at it. We'll make all the jokes and until our fucking faces go blue in just a minute. Let's finish loading the last two things. We also have the Democratic mayor in, I think it's Ohio. Is it Ohio? Ohio? The village of Dalton, I guess. So that person is being investigated in what is considered a rather big deal. And we'll get to all of that back over here. Our first story, though, is this one. Canada. Honestly, sometimes Canada. Before we get going, I just want to say quickly, thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Click the thumbs up if you're having a good time. Really help get the algorithm moving. We appreciate it. And, oh, wow, there's like nobody up on that. All right, so let's get to this first one. An HIV-positive trans-identified male in Canada has claimed he is breastfeeding his infant with the support of a prominent lactation clinic in Quebec. You want to identify as a lady. Fine. Oh, I want to have a baby. It's not really your baby, but okay. So now you have to feed your baby your breast milk, even though you're not a... Even then, I have too many problems. Because there's too much math, science, and experimentation used to make this happen, where there's entirely viable alternatives available. We don't even need to do it. We don't even need to try. We don't even need to cross this bridge because we can feed that baby and it ain't no problem. But then you're telling me not only are we doing all of this, but you're HIV positive. So for what the... You're knowingly giving a kid a sexually transmitted disease. I'm sorry, but isn't that a crime? Oh, good God. A middle-aged man, a trans-identified male residing in Canada who claims to be HIV positive and inserts progesterone rectally has been allegedly breastfeeding his child with the support of established medical clinics. Former men's rights activist Murray Pearson, 52, who uses the name Margaret or Marguerite or Margie Fancy Pants. Margie Fancy Pants is the name of a fucking Saturday morning cartoon character. How am I supposed to take you seriously when even with your created persona, you don't? Fancy Pants, awesome, has been criticized after he shared an image of himself at a lactation clinic holding a young infant. The photo was the first posted 3 months ago on Reddit, titled r/translator, a board dedicated to males who transition later in life, in a post titled Milk Baby Milk MTF 52, wherein Pearson appears ecstatic that one benefit of being a trans femme includes that you can get pregnant and get drunk with no undue problems. You can be pregnant and get drunk with no That is the definition of not a good mom. I can't use this. That's not. Okay, so the mixture of cocoa butter and shea butter that he uses as lubricant to rectally intake progesterone is the same combination he says he rubbed on his partner's pregnant belly. Okay, so his partner is a lady? This is a wish I have had for decades. My egg cracked a year ago on December 12th. I realized I could nurse my baby already on the way. That lit a fire under me, and I have gone from having lean pectoral muscles in March to full B cups now and growing fast. Pearson continues to claim that to have the assistance of medical expertise, including 5 physicians in 3 clinics in 2 world-class hospitals, with one of the clinics named as the Goldfarb Clinic in Montreal. Why are we spending? We are spending an entire medical team spread out over 3 different clinics so this guy can pump out fake baby milk when we've already got plenty of. Again, I don't know if you know this or not. We make plenty of milk substitute to deal for the natural mothers who can't lactate and produce. Plenty of mothers have that problem. So this idea that we have to develop a way for someone who's like, but I really want to play that character. I've been in this game the whole time and I've been forced to play a dude. I want to be a girl and be cutesy. Fucking Jesus. So the guy was a male activist and apparently didn't care much for women. Now he's a female who is a lesbian. And after he knocked up his partner, he had to also be... This is... Nobody should be going to this length. The amount of energy and resources to just placate a person's role-playing is just... Hooray for science, says Skeezy Whitefish. I mean, yeah, I guess... And the taxpayers are paying the bill since it's Canada. Exactly, Kane J. Thank God that person's paying for all of this on their own, right? Thank God that world-class, top-of-the-line, science-bending. Because let's be honest, the rules of science are being bent, ladies. Because, and gentlemen, especially gentlemen. Ladies, I mean, you might need to be worried. We all know how men have a work ethic. Imagine if they take over the milking part of the show. It turns out women make great wet nurses, but if you give a man enough estrogen, hot damn is he an amazing wet nurse too. It doesn't piss you off to know that medical science is more interested in making weird trans things instead of working harder on cancer, MS, or MD. Dick Hickey, I don't, that is a false argument. You know, I understand what you mean. I completely understand what you mean. But that is a false argument, by which I mean science is always going to be interested in fighting and doing something about all of those various causes to varying degrees. But the simple fact is when it comes to something, elective or something you can make money off of, science is always going to take a back seat to that because it needs money. Plus, situations like MS and things like that, those are much harder to solve. But as for men lactating and stuff like that, I don't even care that somebody wants to do all of this. Again, just the idea, though, that we're going to this length for a problem we don't need to solve. But wish they would work that hard on helping my son walk. Well, the scientists that are working hard on making this dude's boobs work, honestly, in a gentle way to put it, I guess, a way that maybe you'll enjoy because it bags on them, they're too dumb to help your son walk. See, your son walking is a serious problem, and these people only handle stupid shit. So that's what they're doing. They're doing the dumb stuff. The dumb stuff being, hey, if we throw you these hormones, you'll probably just start pumping out breast milk, Why not, So, again, what is it using to feed the baby? Oh, no. Okay, so let's get to this one. In our continuing adventures of the destruction of natural children, by which I mean children who have natural childhoods and joy, let's go to police called to a Willy Wonka chocolate experience. Oh, there's no audio to this? Oh, boo. All right. We'll close this. We'll read it, and then we'll get to this. So police were called to an immersive event inspired by Willy Wonka in Glasgow after furious parents complained about the quality of the event. Willy's Chocolate Experience, organized by immersive events company House of Illuminati, promised ticket goers an enchanting day out where dreams come to life. Held at Box Hub Warehouse in White Inch area of the city, parents were promised a day of pure imagination and wonder. However, when families arrived at the venue on Saturday, they were met with a room sparsely decorated with plastic props, a small bouncy castle, and backdrops pinned to walls. Oh, man. Box Hub said House of Illuminati was responsible for the event in its entirety, and it was incredibly underwhelming. Oh, refunds have been issued? Oh, they said, Okay, so one parent said their child was handed a packet of sweets and a wee lolly. Organizers called a halt to the event only hours into opening after they were met with a furious reaction by customers who had paid £35 for the experience. Police officers confirmed to have been called to the venue following complaints. One parent posted on the Facebook page, "What an absolute farce. 2 upset kids. Cowboys." What? What do cowboys have to do with it? All right, let's oh, this is the video one I wanted to play. No, this is still silent. Why did we have a picture of a guy and there's no audio? Look at this. Oh, the Willy Wonka experience. They have sheets on the walls.
I felt sad because I was aware of how many kids.
Oh, my audio was down.
Through.
Shit.
Actually, nothing. Oh my god.
There's actually nothing.
My heart sank. It wasn't even like fear. It was just, I just felt sad because I was aware of how many kids were going to be coming through, and like just looking around the place and just being like, this is terrible. Like, we were told to hand the kids like a couple of jelly beans and a quarter cup of lemonade at the end. I went up to the people running it as well and had asked about, like, I was like, what do you want me to do with this script? Because none of the things, like the special effects and things like that, none of that's there. What do you want me to do? And I was just told, do whatever I want.
What do you want me to do? We had this really awesome script, and we didn't need it. Oh, House Illuminati has an answer for us on what happened. Ooh, and you refunded 850 tickets out of 982. So you had 132 tickets that you still kept on. All right. Today has been a very stressful and frustrating day for many, and for that, we are truly sorry. Unfortunately, last minute, we were let down in many areas of our event and tried our best to continue on and push through, and now realize we probably should have canceled first thing this morning instead. We fully apologize for what has happened and will be giving full refunds to each and every person that purchased tickets. We planned a fabulous event and it just did not take shape as planned. What the fuck do you mean did not? You didn't do anything. Oh boy. So the House of Illuminati, I'm guessing they're not doing anything anymore. I'm guessing was there a chocolate river? No, there wasn't even a chocolate river. The closest thing you had is the line of kids shitting themselves out of disappointment. You had nothing. Nothing at all. They gave them a few jelly beans.
Cheer 100. Isn't it a world of pure imagination? No refund should be issued. Use your imagination.
All right, you know what I gotta say? Lab Glass has a point. You drive a hard bargain, Lab Glass, but I agree. You know what it is? It's a land of imagination. Picture some shit, kids. But they did promise, like, you know, effects and stuff. They had promised all sorts of shit, and it all went wrong. Oh, that's funny. At any rate, that is that one. That was a quick little one. Let's get over to this one that I wanted to talk about, and then into the big one that I want to do, the breakdown of the Ben Shapiro song, a Slugworth production. Oh, hopefully not. Okay, so once again, I would like to remind everybody that the war in Ukraine is super serious. It is super real, and Ukraine is not using it as some sort of hot dog money grab whatsoever. Where these rumors get started, I have no idea. But to that end, Canada is giving them $4 million to fund gender-inclusive minesweeping operations. Remember, it's not important enough to sweep the fields for mines. We have to make sure the people sweeping the fields are gender inclusive. I would hate to think that even one of these mines in this field is a misogynist and it'll only explode with a woman. Every mine should be just as liable to blow up whether a man steps on it or a woman. I don't want to find out that these explosives go, oh, it's got balls. Nothing happens. No. Gender-inclusive minesweeping operations. Was the minesweeping operation a success? Half yes, sir, half no. What do you mean half no? It's either a yes or no. Well, we were successful, but it turns out we were also very misogynistic. So, I mean, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and it blew off O'Neilly's tits. So we got to do something about that. Wow, the Nazis want trans people working for mines. Nice. Yeah, I suppose that makes a certain amount of... All right, the non-binary people, you will be sweeping the field for mines. Commander, yes, binary person? Hot. where is the actual minesweeper? For you as a minesweeper, we're having you do it, you lovely gender fluid. But I mean, like, what do we use to sweep the fields for mines? Again, I feel this has been explained. You are the minesweeper. You will sweep the mines. But what do I do when I find a mine? Oh, don't worry. We'll know when you find a mine. Now go. They're just throwing fields of them at him. Just go. Oh, it's fine. Say come out of the woodwork. It's fine. Just send more of the non-binary descript ones. Don't worry. When they step on the mine and they get blown to pieces, the one part you will never have to find is their genitals. The penises have already been removed. No falling dicks here. Gender inclusive demining for sustainable futures in Ukraine has a funding budget of $4 million. I need to move to Ukraine and start a startup. I mean, Jesus Christ, you can make it anything and they will throw you piles of money. Oh, they put them in one of those big plastic balls. You walk across the field. The blast stays contained in the plastic balloon. I don't think so. Hand them sticks. Let's fill some holes. I like my way better. I think my scenario. I like imagining my scenario more because in my scenario the Ukrainian Nazis are even more malicious about it. Like, no, we're just gonna throw bodies at it. Like literally, your body. 20 of them walking hand in hand, it would work. Right? Dick Hickey, am I wrong? That would totally work. But how do we know, how will we know when we find a mine? Oh, don't worry. We will know when you find the mine. We will know. We will know. Again, that's funnier. All right. So the press release that went out Saturday makes mention of a $3.02 billion in financial and military aid to Ukraine in 2024. So, by the way, the $4 million that sounded oh so preposterous is just on the back end of $3.02 billion in financial and military aid support to Ukraine in 2024. And it also outlines a number of smaller targeted initiatives. Of these was, of course, the gender-inclusive demining for sustainable futures for $4 million. The project from the Halo Trust aims to safeguard the lives and livelihoods of Ukrainians, including women and internationally displaced persons, by addressing the threat of explosive ordnance present across vast areas of the country. Aims to safeguard the lives and livelihoods of Ukrainians, including women and internationally displaced persons, by addressing the threat of explosive ordnance present across vast areas of the country. I don't know if you know this or not. I made the joke earlier. Bombs don't care about how you identify. You don't need to do it on behalf of gender inclusiveness. It's called not getting people killed. Project activities include conducting non-technical surveys and subsequent manual clearance in targeted communities, providing capacity building to key national stakeholders, and establishing a gender and diversity working group to promote gender transformative mine action in Ukraine. Oh, hey, they helped make an AI visual for everybody that does not know what that might look like. Thank God for AI. We Oh, what the fuck is that? Is that a bomb? I'm assuming that's the mine. Oh boy. Where is, let's go back here. Jesus. Chevy, JB saying, what a comment. How do I tie such a bow? I don't know how one ties a magically untying bow. That is beyond my pay grade. As the website of the Halo Trust explains, clearing landmines inspires confidence by making land safe. It is also empowering for men and women alike. With training and a living wage, they can take control of their destiny. The Halo Trust is a UK-based non-governmental organization dedicated to clearing landmines in conflict zones around the world. I feel like if that's such a good thing that you're doing, you don't need to attach the woke agenda bullshit to it. Oh. Holy balls. Alrighty. We have a little bit more of a show going for another hour and a half here. We're going to get into the big part of today's show. Jordan Peterson breaking down the Ben Shapiro, Tom McDonald rap song thing. And I'll give my personal thoughts about all of it at the end. They're not really a surprise. They're not going to be very long. They're not going to be, whatever. Who cares? But the point is, we're going to get that. We're going to get that done. And then we have a couple things left in our second hour stuff. And we have our third hour stuff. So if we get back in time tomorrow, which I have no idea how likely that is, and now that I'm thinking about it, seems less likely because I'm still going to be I'm probably not even going to get out till 2. At any rate, we'll try and do a show tomorrow if we can, but probably not because, again, doctor shit. So let's get to this one. I really enjoy Jordan Peterson. I find him funny. But at any rate, everybody's talked about this song. I certainly heard about it when it first came out. Everyone's talked about the Ben Shapiro, Tom McDonald song thing. So I guess old JP decided to take a crack at it. Go.
As you may or may not know, although most people know if they're vaguely awake, Ben Shapiro and Tom McDonald have the #1 song in the world at the moment. And it's very comical because it's a rap song. And just the idea of Ben Shapiro doing rap, hip hop is comical in and of itself. It's even more comical because, he's been a critic of that particular genre. So it's very interesting to watch Ben step out of his presuppositions, let's say, and also his domain of previous competence, although he is a musician. Anyways, on with the analysis.
How high are you? That level of energy, it's not normal, okay? All right, so we're not going to do the actual song. Let's go to I have the 7-minute mark as the first part, or did we want this in the beginning? All right, yeah, no, so you're doing the thing. All right, so then we're going to the 7-minute part was the first part we wanted to do.
Okay, so what's the problem with that? Well, this has been modeled very well, even computationally. We understand this. Make no mistake about that. So imagine you set up a society that's full of agreeable people who do nothing but cooperate.
Okay.
Fine, and they all get along, and that can be extraordinarily productive as long as people keep acting in that reciprocally altruistic manner, which means you treat someone well and they treat you well back. That can be extremely productive, and that's actually the basis of a productive society, one of the bases. It's not enough, though, because you need enforcement, and that's why you need men with spines. And the reason for that is that if you have a whole community of cooperators,
I wasn't ready for that shit. Men with spines. I'm sorry. It's funny because it's not like he's wrong, but what Jordan Peterson said. I like what Jordan Peterson says, but that frog voice is terrible. I find him actually kind of entertaining when he talks, but I like I said, I kind of cut the meat of it. I cut the meat of it out, so we got through just the more interesting parts he's talking about.
In that reciprocally altruistic manner, which means you treat someone well and they treat you well back. That can be extremely productive, and that's actually the basis of a productive society, one of the bases. It's not enough, though, because you need enforcement, and that's why you need men with spines. And the reason for that is that if you have a whole community of cooperators, and you drop one cheater into the mix, one shark, he will eat everything. And so you can see this, you see this happening, for example, when Seattle set up its progressive city. It took like 2 weeks before it was controlled by armed gangs. And this exactly the same thing happened in Alberta recently, by the way, with all the tent cities. So as soon as you have a place of victimized people run by the hyper-compassionate, the bloody thugs move in, and then you better watch yourself. And if you...
I love how he's like, all right, so and then the bloody thugs move in. He uses too many words. He does, and that's why, like I said, I went through this, and I took just the parts that's worth clipping out and talking about a little bit, and not doing all of it, because otherwise, again, it goes on too long.
If you think that's not, and then, of course, if you're if you're prideful and hyper-compassionate, you're going to think, oh, the poor thugs, they just had it rough when they were children. You know, and a lot of them did, but I'll tell you something else about that, and that is that there's a lot of people who had it rough as children who don't turn into, like, psychopathic thugs. And all you hyper-compassionate people who are out there, like, feeling sorry for the criminals, you wait till they show up in your bloody house. You'll be thinking twice about that. And we've seen no shortage of that on the victimized liberals.
You'll be... And then you'll be thumbing your ass for sure. Oh boy. So like I said, he gets in his own way, which was kind of why it's fun to watch him. Again, this is all built off of breaking down the lyrics and parts of the rap song with Ben Shapiro and Tom McDonald. And from the way it's covered in here, the verses and things I've seen, Fanatical Bucks fan, I don't think I've heard him say anything I disagree with. Yeah, I don't particularly disagree with a lot of what he says. But it doesn't change the fact that it's hilarious the way he says it. The way he just turns around and says it like that with all this. And again, he's coming at you with a dignified approach. We're breaking down words and lyrics and everything. And then he just gets into these crazy tirades. So we just kind of cut those out. Kermit the Frog interspersing with Dr. Phil, says Dick Hickey. Well, don't worry. We have a couple more clips of him. Again, he went on for 51 minutes about this song. We're only playing a smattering of clips of it, just because parts of his takes of the song or different parts of it are funny or entertaining. But yeah, if you want to watch it, go for it. But it's on his thing. I found it funny and entertaining. But yeah, we'll finish here.
Proclamation, this praying in the streets, this false moralizing is a way of, once again, proclaiming to the world that your compassion is so overwhelming and inclusive that you can love the whole world, and that's fine, except for the snakes. And, you can imagine why women do that, because in some ways they want to advertise to men that they're going to be good mothers, and that is what they're doing, even if they don't know it. And then you might ask,
oh, God, I would love to see a liberal chick watching this going, I'm just a compassionate person because it's the right thing. Oh, they just want to show they'll be good mothers, and that's what they're doing, even if they don't know it. I don't want to have children. I'm not a breeder. Oh, God. They're trying to prove there'll be good mothers. Oh, shit. Again, I don't know. Like I said, if you watch it in its entirety and you watch how he gets here, you might be like, oh, but this makes total sense. You see, no, but I'm saying if you just take the parts, like, dude, it's just a song. He breaks it down to its core. Right. And I'm sure everyone's like, this is so awesome, dude. This is so on point. Like, yeah, and let me guess, you totally don't believe any of those opinions. Like, I love everybody who never mind. We're getting to my part too soon. Hold on.
Ask, well, why would men do it? And I'll tell you what sort of men do that. The sort of men who do that have no masculine utility whatsoever. And so they ape feminine utility.
Whoa. You can't call them that anymore, man. That is... No. Oh, wait, what?
Act like girls. That's a good way of thinking about it. Then they can be a friend. Well, hopefully a friend with sexual benefits, right? And so loser men use false compassion pridefully as a way of attracting stupid women. And they're
Again, like I said, it's not even that I disagree with him. It's that he's like, hey, I'm going to start. There's nobody there. He's hanging out in his little room, breaking down stuff. He's talking about a song. He's completely off the reservation in terms of the song right now. And he's now just talking about cultures. Oh my God. Peels the onion back to its bulb, says Fanatical Bucks fan. I mean, I don't know about that. He's literally just going, all right, so, and then what an idiot, what did he call it? No, I can't even paraphrase it right. There's so much energy in it, it's just hilarious. Again, I'm not even disagreeing. I'm saying it's entertaining.
Your compassion is so overwhelming and inclusive that you can love the whole world, and that's fine, except for the snakes. And, you can imagine why women do that, because in some ways they want to advertise to men that they're going to be good mothers, and that is what they're doing, even if they don't know it. And then you might ask, well, why would men do it? And I'll tell you what sort of men do that. The sort of men who do that have no masculine utility whatsoever. And so they ape feminine utility. They act like girls. That's a good way of thinking about it. Then they can be a friend. Well, hopefully a friend with sexual benefits, right? And so loser men use false compassion pridefully as a way of attracting stupid women. And they're particularly...
Loser men use false compassion pridefully as a way of attracting stupid women. Like, it's just... Again, it's not even that his argument isn't right or any of that. It's just, bam, the way it goes. He starts by dissecting an onion and moves right into cutting everything in sight. Yeah, it does kind of, he does kind of obliterate everything in the way. He's talking about men and women, but not all men and women. Right. Again, I'm not even disagreeing with him that, as we would call them, simp, like those people, that community. I wouldn't even disagree his take on all of this. I'm just saying, again, it's a very entertaining delivery because he wasn't planning this part. He's dissecting the song. Every one of these rants he gets into comes from him playing a piece of the song, going stop, and we go blah, 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 and he dissects it and everything else. And this is where it goes. This is how... Not even saying it like, oh, dude, he's crazy. It's crazy town. No. I'm just saying by this point, he's so worked up, invested, and into it that he seems like he's from in crazy town.
Particularly good at doing that if they're psychopathic. And the data on that are very clear because young women, especially naive young women, are much more likely to be sexually victimized by psychopaths and narcissists. And you might ask, well, how will the psychopaths and narcissists close themselves? And the answer is that they're not going to come out with shark teeth on, man, because then you'd know who they were. They're going to tell you how nice they are, how lovely they are, and how they care for everything in the world. It's like, you better take that with a grain of salt, because if you don't, you're going to pay for it.
And if you get raped it'll be all your fault. Wow, man. Wow. He's such a deep thinker and wordsmith. He's also unintentionally funny, says Fanatical Bucks fan. I will say deep thinker, yeah. Wordsmith, yeah, that's fair. I don't even think he's unintentionally funny. I just think this guy is quirky and I don't know, maybe dabbles in some emotional support chemicals. I certainly can't complain. It's not like I've never done that myself. So, but he's doing a stage show touring, wondering what that's going to be like. I will say this, interesting. They just send a letter. Oh, that's where they just have to look for them. All right, so let's, what was the next timestamp? We just did that one. So we have, oh, wow, we have a couple of these. I might have to start skipping some of these because there's a bunch. Oh, but now we're starting to get to the point where we really don't sit on it too much, and he kind of sits in there. Okay. And boop.
Something deep here. This thug ho thing is extremely deep. So I'm going to read you something.
This thug ho thing is extremely deep. Okay.
That you'll find quite interesting here. So this is from the book of Revelation.
Oh,
it's quite a shocking account. This is really a hallucinogenic vision. And so this is the vision in Revelation 17:1-8. One of the seven angels who had the seven bowls came and said to me, "Come, I will show you the judgment on the great prostitute who sits on many waters." Okay, so the great prostitute is the mother of all prostitutes, right? So it's disinhibited. It's the essence of disinhibited female sexuality.
So wait a minute. So when we break down this Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald song, it comes back to the Bible? Laughing lines. Give Johnny 7 bowls and he'll see a lot of crazy stuff too. But again, oh God, I remember why I did it now. That's why I put this clip here. Again, like, just watch how, all right, so we don't, like I said, I don't do all of this because it's an hour long. You'd be fucking weeding through this forever. It's just, here we are. He's at one moment, he's like, all right, so this this thug ho thing is very deep. Bible verses.
Something deep here. This thug ho thing is extremely deep. So I'm going to read you something that you'll find quite interesting here. So this is from the book of Revelation, and it's quite...
Again, we're not going to play that again. But this thug ho thing is very deep. The book of Revelations. And I will say this. Both the Tom MacDonald song, Ben Shapiro song, and Jordan Peterson and things, all of those things are like takes, cuts, clips, whatever, very accurate, whatever. But like I said, at this point, he seems nuts. That he just goes in and out of it, and that's what that's what I realized. Now I started clipping out all the parts where I'm like, okay, so we focused up and we went back on the thing, and then we went back out into Crazy Town, and we zoomed back in, and we zoomed back out, Crazy Town, zoom back in, and that's what I did. I caught all the zoom out parts. Okay, so the laughing lines, and the Lord did say, "Thugs smacketh thee not thy hose, for thy mama was once a hoe too." Wast. He ties it all together, says Fanatical Bucks fan. He does, but again, the amount of stuff he ties together does actually kind of bring it into Crazyville. And like I said, even if you agree with every word he says, the guy is nuts. All right, or at least he's presenting it that way. Where's our next part? So we're at 14, so we got to go to 25. 25. Okay, so yeah, we're really starting to skip in through it. Now we're just getting to the funny parts of him breaking down the thing. Where is it? 25, 30. 25, 30. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Okay, so Tom asked, what would Ben do? Now, this brings us to a discussion of personality. So it's one of the things that makes this video so compelling and interesting is that Ben and Tom are quite different in personality.
Really? Thank God we got fucking Sherlock Holmes on that one. Ben and Tom are quite different in personality. Never would have known.
Way, although the overt manifestations of that aren't subtle at all. Tom is a crazy looking bastard, metal teeth, tattooed to the hilt, crazy hairstyle. Like, he's quite the monster. Now, I did a study.
He's quite the monster. I mean, that is a crazy looking bastard. Oh. Dick Hickey, what you say about my mama? I don't know. I think that was, I believe that was who saideth the Lordeth? The Laughing Lines.
Harvard 30 years ago, 40 years ago, with a colleague of mine. I won't say her name because I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we're not doing this. Yeah, that's the other thing. He'll just start going off into, like, long things about stuff. Like I said, you can enjoy parts of it, but you got to be able to know where that he is a crazy-looking bastard. That is, all right, so 30. We're starting to speed up. The clips are getting a little smaller and kind of just a little bit more. All right, so 30, 32 was where you were timed.
Quite stellar. Now, you can take tremendous liberties with your imagination, right? So that's what creativity is. Tremendous liberties with imagination. You can dream all sorts of insane things. Well, why? Because you don't act them out. When you dream, you're literally paralyzed. So you can't go around and act out your stupid imaginative ideas and die, right?
How is he not teaching classes like a video course at every college? So you can't act out your stupid imagination ideas and die. Oh. Tremendous work, Johnny. Really appreciate the breakdown of the breakdown. I don't know if that's serious or not, but it's funny. Tom is a monster and Ben is a Jewish monster, says Trucker 18-wheeler. Again, I'm just enjoying some of the, I'm enjoying the parts of this where, like, again, even when this is another example of he's making a really good point, but the way he's shouting it at you almost makes you uncomfortable. And the people who need to hear this message totally won't accept it in this delivery form, but they kind of need to hear it in this delivery form. Like, you know, dad telling you, by the way, you don't do this because that's dumb, you idiot. Dead ass.
Take tremendous liberties with your imagination, right? So that's what creativity is. Tremendous liberties with imagination. You can dream all sorts of insane things. Well, why? Because you don't act them out. When you dream, you're literally paralyzed. So you can't go around and act out your stupid imaginative ideas and die, right? And so, but you experiment like mad. Now, the problem with that broad experimentation is that a lot of it's going to be noise rather than signal. A lot of it's going to be off the mark. So then you might ask, well, how do you see which of your creative ideas, the plenitude of creative ideas that you've produced, are off the mark? And
all right. So again, he just fucking goes nuts. And you can get lost in it. We'd be here forever. So like I said, we trimmed out the good parts. 30, 32, now 35, 32. Oh, okay. 35, 32. All right. This is one of the most replayed parts.
War in which in which case it has a game-like aspect. But make no mistake about it. If you remove people's ability to speak freely and engage in verbal conflict, something Ben is absolutely superb at, then you devolve the conflict into action and you get a chaotic war, right? And we're on the brink of that in multiple ways. So this isn't some mere abstraction that the philosophical or the literary minded are preoccupied with because they have nothing better to do. Quite the contrary.
Let's just keep it real.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I don't even remember what the fuck that point of that clip was now. Okay. All right, so where are we at? 36:50. Oh, okay, so it's right in here.
Okay, so this is like ridiculously funny, and Ben is ridiculously funny, and he does it with a straight face. And so he's pointing to something here too, which is that he has a long-term orientation as a conscientious person. Right. So he's willing to sacrifice the hedonistic pleasures of the present to the future. He's got a long-term vision. That's also what makes him not a short-term mater, not a psychopath, not a narcissist, not a Machiavellian.
Look, I mean, plenty of narcissists have a long-term view. I don't know. If I was in charge of the world, Jordan would be in my cabinet as this fanatical Bucks fan. He lost his college job over pronouns. I know he lost his college job over pronouns, dickhead. And he's become more and more of like a firebrand character because of it. And because of that, I'm finding out how funny it is when he dissects shit, because he just goes.
Not a sadist. He sacrifices in the present to gather good things in the future. That's one of the things that makes him a reliable husband and a reliable provider for children. And what he's trying to point out to the people who are listening in his tongue-in-cheek manner and quite comically is that, you know, you can pursue hoes and cars and flashy gold and live in the moment like a overgrown 3-year-old or even a 2-year-old, or you can learn how to make the proper sacrifices, and you can grow the hell up, and you can have an eye to the longer term, which is exactly what happens once you start to care for children. And then what the wealth that is genuine wealth starts to accrue to you. Plus you don't get killed and, gunned down in a gang fight when you're like 22. So all of that's happening in the verses that he's laying out in his, very straight-faced.
All of that's happening in the verses he's laying out. You don't get killed in a gunfight when you're 22. I have to come back and get clips for this. Because, again, I might need that one.
Genuine wealth starts to accrue to you. Plus you don't get killed and, gunned down in a gang fight when you're like 22.
That's just... Anyone know what the pin he is wearing is? I don't know if that's his own thing, but I do not know what the pin he is wearing is. But it looks like it may have something to do with the DW plus symbol that he does. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, so we're almost out of clips. We're kind of getting to that. And then that was the big one. And then where was the next one? That was, okay, so then our last... so we're at the last one now. So now we're just going to cut to his final thoughts on the whole thing. And then I'll just say a little bit, and then we'll just move on. We'll be all done with this. Where is our last little bit here? Said 12. It might be 11.
Themselves to the argument, and allying that with a high degree of wit and a satirical intent, and so it's very masterfully done. And Ben, I think in particular, Ben is to be commended here for allowing himself to enter the domain of the absurd. Now, he's got an absurdist side. It's interesting to see because he's a very straight-laced person and a very conservative person, not least as a consequence of being an Orthodox Jew.
Fucking love, not least as a consequence of being an Orthodox Jew. I love how he lists that out so matter-of-factly, knowing entirely that he means nothing like actually anti-Semitic or anything about that. And then someone, he's being no, he's saying Orthodox Jews are typically very conservative. Just because you have a trait or identity that seems to be somewhat pervasive in one culture or another doesn't necessarily mean it's malicious.
But he has this absurdist capability that allows him to capitalize on the entertaining side of things. And so that's very interesting to see manifested in this. So anyways, you never know what's going on beneath the surface, do you? Right? There's endless depths to everything.
Damn it.
That's for sure. Everything is a burning bush, right? Everything's a gateway to the sacred if you pay attention to it enough. And that's definitely the case with cultural productions of this sort, especially when they strike a chord. And so that's why I thought it might be worth running through an analysis of this preposterous piece of artistic production. Thanks very much for your time and attention.
Oh, damn, that wasn't the part that there's a part in there where they said where he says, they call Ben Shapiro Little Shap, and he wants him to be known forever now as Little Shap. So I'm thinking we need to break down more Jordan Peterson videos or more reaction videos from Tom McDonald songs, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Maybe. Wow, I never thought I'd come in here and see Jordan Peterson, says Deb. Well, I was just playing parts, talking clips about it, or talking about it. The whole thing is, like I said, when it comes down to, like I said, Jordan Peterson was a fan of that song because a lot of the ideology and stuff in the song, or again, he agrees with. So it's the way I always feel about Tom McDonald stuff. He sells a pre-made product made for an audience that wants to take that product, and maybe he packages it nicely and everything. Just But I thought that was funny. And more importantly, I thought he got very, very funny going through all of that. Well, I love that guy, says Deb. It is, here's where it is with me. I don't love or hate Jordan Peterson. I find Jordan Peterson highly entertaining. I find Jordan Peterson immensely entertaining. And I found watching that video, like his breakdowns and stuff, very intelligent and all of that. But we didn't cover those because that wasn't the funny part. The funny part is every once in a while, the car just went a little bit over the edge to Crazyville for a second, like it was hunting the side of the road. And you're like, all right, even if you're making a point, it's getting a little rough here. can we bring her back in on the pavement? And always did. It just, like I said, it was interesting. I'd love to see that guy do a live show if he's doing a live show. If it came to Minnesota, fuck yeah. All right. So this next thing we're going to talk about is the FBI probing Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Tiffany Henyard. Oh, shit, it's 420. Well, hot damn. Let's hit play on this.
My Scholars programs aim to help
We have to mute that because it's an ad. So I'll do that and then this. 420.
Dalton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
Dane Placco has been following allegations of...
No, I wanted to full screen at you, dicks.
for misspending and joins us now with an update.
We've been reporting for nearly 2 years on allegations of corruption surrounding Henyard in her capacity as Dalton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor. And now we've learned from multiple sources that
I, for one, said from the beginning that she looked like a good-for-nothing. Oh, no, don't, buddy.
Federal agents are, in fact, interviewing witnesses as part of a possible investigation that may or may not result in charges. Did the FBI agents you talked to seem serious about
very serious.
your concerns?
Very, very serious. Very.
Lawrence Gardner owns a U-Haul rental and trucking business in South Suburban Dalton and says he went to the FBI several months ago, frustrated that the village of Dalton would not renew his business license. Gardner says he's been harassed in his business.
Sweet Jesus. Thank you, Wasville Simone.
Raided and shut down by Dalton police, he believes because he refused to make a donation to a civic event sponsored by Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
And I talked to agents, and I explained them what was going on. I gave them all my paperwork.
What is with that
event sponsored by Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard?
What the heck is he doing? That is creepy and a half.
And I talked to a couple of agents, and I explained them what was going on. I gave them all my paperwork to show them what was happening in court and what was happening in Dalton. And they told me they was investigating and they would be in touch with me.
Gardner is one of 6 people who confirmed to Fox 32 that they've been interviewed by the FBI, ranging from Dalton business owners to a former village employee and at least one public official. And we've learned the FBI has been using electronic surveillance as part of its investigation. Agents are asking questions about Henyard's alleged use of taxpayer dollars and resources, including massive spending on out-of-town trips, hundreds of thousands of dollars in police overtime for her personal security detail, using public employees and tax dollars for personal benefit, and holding up licenses to certain businesses like this Dalton restaurant.
I've heard rumors that say, hey, I'm on the wrong team.
Dwayne Wood has been trying.
Oh, boy. Why is it? I got to, because every time we get this Lita James thing, that face, that pause looks, she's stroked out. Oh, you can't see her. My chair's in the way. I'm in front of a stroke victim. I'm not going to play that. But I really, really hope this doesn't F me over and I have to go find it on YouTube because you're on the wrong team. The wrong team. Oh, no. So what you're saying is you don't like that the guy who runs that is technically Uncle. Whoops-a-doodles.
Trying to renew the business license for his restaurant for nearly a year. While he has not talked to the FBI, he believes we've learned the FBI has been using electronic, including massive spending
where is
on
it?
out-of-town
I wish I
trips,
could just pause it in the little
for
parts.
personal benefit. And
guess what?
Whoa.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
I heard rumors to say, hey, you on the wrong team. And I'm like, but I don't like sucking dick, dog. Thank you, Lab Glass, for that gifted sub to Mikey Two Milks. Let me roll that cowbell for you. A little cowbell action for Mikey Two Milks. Thank you very much for that support. Lab Glass, been huge today on your hand, man. Thank you very, very much. Rolling on cowbell for Lab Glass. Hey-o. Landers, my penis is sleepy. What? That doesn't seem like that should be our thing right now. Shit is 420. I better wipe my ass and go clean up. It's time to go home. I'm going to die now.
business license for his restaurant for nearly a year. While he has not talked to the FBI, he believes he can't get approved because he's provided catering to several Dalton trustees who are engaged in a political fight with Henyard.
Oh, of course. Oh, of course she is so petty. She's so petty. She writes these crazy suicide pills. And I hope to, oh, God, please tell me she's going to go to like a federal penitentiary.
I'm corny. I'm corny, corny, corny.
Oh, that one hurt even more. Thank you for the support of that. What's the sticker party thing? Now I have to go look this up on YouTube because F that. F that and the A. So, let's see, YouTube. All right. Tiffany Henyard update. Let's do that one.
Fox 32 has information indicating the FBI has launched an investigation into controversial Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Dane Placco has been
All right,
following
so this is the one.
allegations of her misspending and joins us now with an update. Dane.
Yeah, we've been reporting for nearly 2 years on allegations of
Oh, this is a
corruption
different one.
surrounding Henyard in her capacity as Dalton mayor and Thornton Township supervisor. And now we've learned from multiple sources that federal agents are in fact interviewing
All right,
witnesses
so then we cut to
as
the
part of
same
a
thing.
possible investigation that may questions about Henyard's alleged use of taxpayer dollars and resources, including massive spending on out-of-town trips, hundreds of thousands of dollars in
We were already there.
I'm on the wrong team.
I'm on the wrong team. I'm like, I ain't played basketball since I don't know when. They told me I'm on the wrong team. I said, I ain't had my dick sucked since candy bars cost a nickel. I don't know what you playing. This is Wood's Kitchen. What team you on? I'm on getting bitches and selling chicken.
Dalton restaurant.
I've heard rumors that say, hey, I'm on the wrong team.
Dwayne Wood has been trying to redo
Oh,
the
she don't like the gays. I'm on the wrong team. Hey, man.
Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
All right, we're going to drop the sticker party thing because it's a ways off. But thank you, Trucker 18-Wheeler, for the 18 bits. Damn, look at that Cobb goes, his laughing lines. It is impressive.
business license for his restaurant for nearly a year. While he has not talked to the FBI, he believes he can't get approved because he's provided catering to several Dalton trustees who are engaged in a political fight with Henyard.
I think I've been just targeted because of my association affiliation with a certain group of people. You know?
Who would that be, sir? Sir, are you saying you're being targeted because you're black? I love it. If this person, if there were differences in skin tone, we'd hear how this is all racial and all the racism. No, it's 99% of the time it ain't racism. People are just dog shit. It doesn't matter the shade. People are dog shit. He is Egyptian. What? He's Egyptian? What the?
I had the trustees. I've cooked for the trustees.
And in a lawsuit filed by a Dalton towing company, the owner alleges their business license has been held up because, quote, George's Towing's refusal to support or contribute to Henyard's political campaign. In a statement,
so she's literally using her office to blackmail people to donate to her war chest.
Fuck!
Trucker 18-Wheeler getting fucky with them nuggets.
Fuck!
All right.
Fuck!
Well, thank you, Trucker 18-Wheeler. So go ahead.
Dalton trustee Jason House reacted to the news of the FBI's involvement. We welcome any investigation that will bring transparency on how taxpayer dollars are being spent. Our residents deserve this level of financial transparency. We reached out to the FBI, which said it is policy for the agency not to comment on the nature, existence, or non-existence of any investigation that may be occurring. A public relations firm responded on behalf of the mayor, saying neither Henyard or the village of Dalton have received any subpoenas or been contacted by the FBI or any other law enforcement agency.
Yeah, because they're not done yet. They're still gathering all their evidence. She's probably calling them right now, like, who do I got to pay off? Alrighty. Wow. It's 4:30. We have an hour left. Before I load up, before we do this next story, because we do have just one. Sometimes I see things that scare me. Okay then. So we are going to grab our third hour stories, load those up. Then I'm going to talk about my buddies at Hemponics quick. And then we're going to do our third hour stuff. So let's get rid of all of that. Let's drop the audio a little bit. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to your business. What? Protection scam. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to your business. Well, in this case, it's not even a protection scam because, again, nothing bad happens to your business. It's just the city can't seem to find the time to renew your business license, which means operating it is illegal. And you wouldn't want to do anything illegal because then the cops would have to stop by. And from the sounds of things, the cops stopping by is something that happens all too often if you don't support the right people on this one. All right, and so our third hour stuff, we have a lot of different things to get into. We have a all right. We have a couple of things. We have a story about the pandemic, catching up on stuff that's happened there. We've got. Did I get the judge one? Oh, wait a minute. Why is this in here? We already did this. We already tried the stand-up lady one. Why are you in here? No, you shouldn't be in here at all. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Oh, we got a girls team. All right, so that story's going to be fun, too. We got a girls team banned for being girls in a tournament. It's going to be funny. Let's get to that. College professor. Okay, so our first story that we're going to get into here. A college professor. Holy Jesus, I have to put this up. What? Let's get another hype train and a sticker party, says Trucker 18-wheeler. Thank you for the 100 bits. I very much appreciate the support. I'm thinking about doing a vote Friday on whether or not we do the goal reset due to just financial difficulties with the way everything just kicked us in the dick recently. Fuck! But like I said, we haven't made a decision on that yet. I might do a vote Friday and see how the audience feels about it. Because I really want to have your guys' input. I certainly don't want to do it if everyone's like, dude, that's kind of a dick move. And be like, yeah, it is. Somebody suggested it before, and I was like, that's not a bad idea. But so like I said, we'll consider it. But we haven't done that yet. We're still keeping track of everything the way we always do. And we're going to get into this next story. Oh, but the thing I want to do before that, we got all those loaded up so we can do this part next. Where is Hemponics? Why don't I have... There it is. You got to pull the audio down for just a second. Hemponics. Let's go ahead and load that up, and boom. These are my buddies, Hemponics. They sell a variety of products. I use a bunch of them. The CBG tincture. I use the Calm Body, which I believe they now call... No, they just still call it Calm Body. I use Calm Body. I use the CBG. I've been using... You may have seen me eating them. I've been using these, the Alleviate gummies. These ones that I have, I believe, are the... let me double check to be sure. Yeah, the Delta 8 CBGs. These babies right here. And I got to tell you, they are awesome. They are incredibly potent. I'm enjoying them. They're so delicious, and they're very, very, very tasty. Didn't I just say that, though? Oh, yeah. Oh, they're very soft. That's right. But don't let your kids see them, because otherwise your kids will think they're candy. Which, they're adult candy. They're not for kids. It's not kid candy. Keep away from children. But, oh my God, it's awesome. Made in New London, Minnesota. American made. Dear Butch, I could use some gummies. Well, if you need gum... I can't even swallow. Thank you, COVID, or whatever the fuck it was. Well, smoking didn't help either. Control C. All right, here we go. These are the link to my friends at Hemponics. Any purchases. Why can't I post in this thing? I'll have to fix that. All right. Any purchases that you make at Hemponics through this link credits the show, and we of course get a credit from that. I love the gummies. You can actually, when you first sign up, you can usually get a welcome package. They usually give you I got a free package of gummies when I ordered my gummies. So I'm just saying. And the Delta 9 are not bad either. So it's really just kind of great stuff. They have a variety of products for bliss, for pain relief, for sleeping, you name it. There's a variety of ways you can contact them. You can learn from their blogs, frequently asked questions. You can even take a quiz. They can help you with potency, I guess. Which potency are we talking about? Oh, yeah, free gummy samples. Free gummy samples. I already did it. Oh, wait, no, what? Oh, these are out of stock. That's why they gave me the other ones. Yeah, so these were the ones that were going out for free. And, anyways, so you, of course, can select anything based off your benefits, your cannabinoid, all of that good stuff. Hemponics is a great company. They're Minnesota-owned. They're local. He eats everything. Everything he eats is a gummy. He says cheeseburger. Free Gumby. Oh. Gumby. Anyways, so yes, Hemponics is awesome. I love them. If you could use anything in the CBG, CBD realm, you can probably use something. But if you'd like to try something, maybe for sleep or for pain relief or just relaxation, hell, the Awake CBD or the Awake CBG stuff or whatever is also very, very handy. Anyhow, let's get... My voice is taking a dump. That's not good. Let's get over to this story here. How close? All right, we're still a little ways off. All right.
Tell me why.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Trucker 18-Wheeler. Let's get to this now. A college professor at... Or should we wait a moment? Seems like we might need to wait a moment. Mm-hmm. A college professor in New York sued her ex in a revenge porn case, the first of its kind, and she won, and so that's kind of a big deal because, like I said, first of its kind, revenge porn case. So sets a precedent. Sets a precedent. One for which, let me be very, very clear. I find that when it comes to revenge porn, my thoughts are most accurately described as
Rape. Boo. Don't like it. But...
And now we have a sticker party, so go ahead and bukkake the screen with stickers. Mr. Bill Ho, no. So, yes, we're going to Just because the sticker party will be funnier now. You're farting in her face. Oh, God, and she looks like she knows. So, when we get through this college professor, a college professor, her ex released either real or fake images of her pornographically as revenge. I don't get the mindset of that, but takes all kinds. So we're going to again watch where that goes crazy. And thank you for that sticker party. Those stickers should start falling off pretty soon here. I just realized now the people just kind of doling out the cash isn't exactly the best thing for. That's a lot of farts, says the Laughing Lions. Yes, it is an incessant amount of farts. This audience has been given the opportunity to do a variety.
She's sniffing farts.
Oh, not by choice. It is paused, so I have to be honest. She's holding her breath this whole time. Thank you, Wilmer, bringing it back with the air horn. Been a long time since that one's made an appearance. Here we go.
A landmark revenge porn lawsuit. Dr. Spring Cooper sued her ex-boyfriend 6 years ago after he repeatedly posted.
Wait a minute. I thought the revenge porn thing, oh, am I a bag of shit? I assumed you were the lady. I thought we were going to hear this is so-and-so. And so... show that one again.
Landmark revenge porn lawsuit. Dr. Spring Cooper sued her ex-boyfriend 6 years ago after he repeatedly posted nude pictures of her online following their breakup. Cooper has used her case to help promote change.
All right, now you're farting in her face. Trucker 18-wheeler. You don't get to pick where the stickers land. How do you do this?
Make it rain.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. How broken up were you that like, no offense, it just, I mean, like for a professor, I guess, like, yeah, she's hot for a teacher, but even then, like, I don't know, man. There's a warning sign and another warning sign.
When it comes to privacy, consent, setting boundaries. Here to tell her story is Dr. Spring Cooper herself, Associate Professor of Public Health at the City University of New York. Spring, thank you so much for joining me. I know cases like this aren't talked about near enough.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate your time. It struck me, it wasn't just your personal news.
Okay. I'm not imagining things. You look like you have no shirt on. Like you are one camera slip away from me seeing a boob. What is going on here? You figured what? Everybody's seen it anyway. It doesn't really matter. Why are you petting her? She is a professor. She is a learned woman. Oh, my Lord. Now out of decency, I have to remove that. That's not okay. It is that is not okay. Boo. Oh. Oh. I can do that. Cool. I forgot I can do that.
Nude photos, right? I mean, he publicly shared with you graphic videos of himself mocking you and his restraining order all over social media. What have the last few years been like for you dealing with this?
Well, when he posted the images and videos of me, he also posted my name, my face, my contact details. So then I had hundreds to thousands of mostly men harassing me. Oh, yeah. So they would contact.
I don't know that I would do that sticker right now. That seems like a bit much. So, again, I have to say it's a particularly dog shit move to post videos and pictures of an explicit nature of a person, but more importantly, like advertising who she is or where she can be found. What the heck so you just want to be like, oh, she won't be with me anymore, so I might as well make sure every Tom, Dick, and Harry around here gets a crack at it. Well, thank you for sharing, but no. Quite frankly, I don't want to be tunnel buddies with somebody who's as fucked up as that, and she might be a lovely lady, but now she's off limits, so oops-a-doodles. Good God. Oh, man. 30 million. I feel like that is very fitting. I hope that's all he has, or maybe not even all he has. That's all he has and then some.
To me through my Facebook Messenger account, which he had posted, or through my work email address. He also posted my physical work details. So I had security at work walking me to and from the train station. I had my phone shut off at work so that people couldn't contact me there. The harassment surrounding it was...
Cunny professor specializing. Really, guys? Really? Really, New York Post? New York Post, how dare you? She is a professional woman, and you just call her a cunny? That is insulting. That is insulting. One, that is an incredibly old-timey insult. I have not heard it. God, I'm trying to think of the last time I heard it.
Your mouth all glued up with cunny juice. I asked you a question.
There, that's where, again, it's been a long time. You guys are horrible at the New York Post. This is horrible. Cunny professor specializing in sexuality wins $30 million in New York's first revenge porn suit. That title really does sound like an adult film. Wilmer. Jesus Christ. Wilmer's, it's a misprint. They forgot the T. Dude, she's the victim. She's the victim. Come on. This poor lady didn't deserve this harassment. She's a perfectly good teacher, apparently not even boning her students, which makes her one of the really good teachers. And her only crime was telling some guy to go twist, and now he's like sending every other asshole at her? That's not cool. She had to have security walking her to her car. She had to have her phone off at work. Like, that's, again, that is a level of harassment that is, like, sickening. And just, it's like the kind of people who have, like, raids and things done. That's just not awesome. All right, let's go ahead and hit play.
Is quite intense, and it was very malicious in intent.
Yeah, I know it must have been a nightmare, and I can't imagine the fear. You just won $30 million in this case. That's an unprecedented amount. I see you smiling this morning. Do you feel like justice was served, and why was that important to you?
Yeah, it's so important. I think the jury really felt that importance to send a message to my ex, but to every person who has posted an intimate image or video of someone without their consent, or who has even considered doing that. And I think that message they sent was that this is not something.
You have remarkably gizzard neck. I've got to say, your face at certain angles is incredibly wrinkly. It's weird. Your skin is falling off your bones.
That our society condones, and we won't stand for that.
Do you think you'll see any of that money, or do you think this will end up being mostly symbolic?
I wish I could see some of that money. Sure. I don't think my ex has that money, so I don't think that I will see that. But I'm really just wanting to do this to raise awareness, to get people to understand how harmful cyber sexual assault really is. We have a lot of research that shows the impacts are the same as a physical sexual assault. And
alrighty, so I was mostly enjoying talking about the case thing and I feel like we're not going to get to the part where your ex is a steaming bag of dog shit, and I wanted to talk about who that was, but alrighty, but I don't know if the cunny will stand up to scrutiny. I don't know. Who knows? The shadow knows. We have about 40 minutes or so left in the program. We still got a crap ton of stuff to get into, so we're gonna maybe get a little selective here. Firstly, I don't know if we want to talk about this one because we're done with that, so we'll ditch that out of here. We might save this one for another time. Yeah, we don't. We don't have that one worth doing, I don't think. This one could be good. We might want to go there. We have, oh God. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We are definitely going to talk about that, as well as the judge thing, Jon Stewart thing, and the basketball teams. Ooh. We'll go first to this one. Okay, so this was a very real headline on the Hill. Let's actually just go to the article. Republicans would crush the IRS by forcing its workers back into the office. Is this that line?
Michigan, but billionaire Koch brothers.
No, that's not it. All right, so they're talking about that. I don't care about that one. So pretty much the IRS doesn't want to go back to work. They've been working from home. So if we tell them to just go back to the office, they won't know what to do. The attack by Kansas Republican Estes on telework at the IRS fits within this broader agenda. Telework has proven the highly beneficial. Oh, wow. Half the IRS agents are now working remotely, and according to a recent testimony, oh, God, folks like Gleb Terpisky think that this makes the IRS more efficient. Republicans thus think it makes the IRS more powerful. Okay, so where's the do we have any more of the actual? Okay, so again, so the IRS is arguing over whether or not they should go back to work. The cunt won't even look at me. Fallen the Great, where do I sign? Where do you sign what? What are we signing? What? Pardon? Who's talking? What are we signing? What are we signing? I don't... We're signing something? Oh, man. So, again, this was a real article on the Hill. I don't know if I want to go through the rest of this. It just, again, breaks down to the IRS gains tremendous benefits from telework in its operations. On one hand, its employees are more productive and engaged, enabling them to perform their jobs better. On the other hand, the IRS is better able to retrain its best staff and recruit better talent by improving the quality of human capital. All right, yeah, I don't want to go through the meat of it. Again, the simple fact is that if you look at it and just boil it down to TLDR, look, the IRS is going to kind of really be hampered in its job if we make them go back to work. I guess they should go back to work. Thank you, Wilmer Auto Tech, for the sticker. We have a 30-minute chunk of the show left, so we have to be a little picky. We'll drop that for this one right now. I don't know about the new generation and all of the like whatever. But musicians and artists, I've always said, they'll always be ones who just like who do things to pander. And I don't know if this is pandering or not, but this is, in my opinion, this is too far. But here we go. You guys want to see what Ollie London, Ollie London might not be a person. Non-binary singer Dorian Electra makes all restrooms at her concerts all species, not just all gender restrooms. Because remember, guys, acquiescing to your gender identity is no longer enough. Remember, the line does not stop moving. So Sputnik wants to share a message. What do I call you again? Dory?
And I listen. I'm making all the bathrooms at my concerts not only gender neutral, but species neutral. I will be providing litter boxes in the bathrooms for all animal identifying concert goers on my tour. Now that's inclusivity in action.
I have to believe someone added this music on in the background. You guys spoke and I listened.
You guys spoke and I listened.
Fanatical Bucks fan. I hate people. I do too. And here's why. If you want to identify as a fucking cat, you don't get to go to concerts or have money. You know what cats don't do? They don't go to concerts. Not legally anyway. Not unless you have an emotional support note. And even then, they go accompanying the person who bought a ticket. You don't get to just go to a concert, take up a seat, and go use the restroom and identify as a cat the entire time. You can't do all of those things. You want to pick cat? You want to identify cat? I identify as a dog. Well, guess what? We don't allow dogs in here, get out. But I'm hungry. Well, you better go catch a rabbit, bitch. It's time to eat. Run. Following the great. This makes me believe some of the stories about litter boxes in schools. I certainly hope that the litter boxes in schools never becomes a thing. But I will say this. I don't endorse that ideology even a little bit. And the reason is because it's literally... Oh, now another sticker party. All right. Let's see. We'll test this way. Where's the thing? There we go. I'm gonna get a rash. Don't. Oh, Jesus. So it's still just doing the damn thing. Ugh. Okay. So, oh no, Lab Glass identifies as a horse. I hope no Pen 15 fathead doesn't find out. Oh no. No. Nintendo is suing emulation. Yuzu could be bad for emulation as a whole. Okay. Great. Lab Glass, is this true? Oh no! Now we gotta. We're not looking into the horse stuff. Okay. There we go. Boom.
I'm making all the bathrooms at my.
All right, so we got that. We got that one done. Oh Lord, gender neutral, species and gender neutral. If you, oh God, who wants a horsey ride? See, I don't think anything good comes out of that, man. If your game isn't current gen, emulate away. I honestly, I don't really care about the emulator thing. Because here's the worst part about all of that. You can have emulators all damn day. You can have copies, knockoffs, all of that shit. People are still going to be like, I really want to play like Nintendo, but like on the original Nintendo. Just so you know, they make consoles now, like new current day consoles that play old school tech, like it's available. So yeah, I don't know. Emulate away, I say. Emulate away. All right, so weird litter boxes in the bathroom. Wait a minute. This lady's been doing this forever? Okay, so I don't know if... So apparently this lady's been doing this for a while. For years. So I don't think people are actually asking for it. I think this person is just pushing the idea that people who need litter boxes doing it for years? Wow. All right, so now we have a video. It's 15 seconds long. Doing it for years. Let's go. Boom, boom. I put litter boxes in the bathrooms at all of my shows. Again, how does a person climb into that? They don't. They lift it up and they just squat over it and take a dump. What is that doing for you? What is that doing for you that sitting on a toilet and taking a shit won't do? I gotta know. So again, this is all. So it's all a publicity stunt. It's all a publicity stunt. You spoke and I listened. Nobody spoke. That's the thing. Nobody spoke. We keep hearing about this. I don't have any actual stories of it. Oh, wow. So, I don't know. I think a lot of people are hyping it up. I need to know who these people are. I need to know who these people are. Please don't tell me 4chan made her do this. I think so. I think this weird idea that there's this movement that people are doing this is like a thing. And so as a result, Dick Icky, I want people to use the litter box and she can clean it. Then it's real. Yeah, I want to know about that. What do you do after the show's over? Who cleans the litter boxes? Again, if it is real, that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, if it is real, I'm not even ripping on her or anything. I'm saying, if it is real, if you're someone who identifies as an animal, even for like, oh, I pretend I'm a dog and I do a TikTok thing. It's like, yes, but I want you legally prohibited from doing people stuff now. You're a dog. I want people to say, hey, man, get control of your bitch. All right? You can't talk to her like that. I can. She's a dog. She's not even human. I could kill her. It wouldn't matter. Let's be honest. I can kick her if I want. That's my girlfriend, yo. You fuck a dog. So you are literally an animal lover. That's not good, buddy. Again, I want people who sleep with these creators. Again, the boyfriends who take their girlfriends out for a walk. I want those total beta males to be literally registered bestiality offenders. That's what you are. Lots of peanut butters has fallen the grate. You better have tags or I'm throwing you in the pound. All right. I think we wanted to go back just a little bit. Was it like 11? Oh, no, this is somebody else that did that. All right. Okay, so our next story thing that we're going to do, we have, sorry, I heard my daughter yelling upstairs. We have a story about a judge in a spousal, abuse case. You know what? I'm gonna let the guy do it. Go.
Mr. Godinez, you had a question before I go forward with the plea taking?
Actually, I was just gonna say, if we can just get married in our church, shrine of the little flower with my lovely.
What? What was
No,
that?
I was just gonna say out loud to my beautiful woman, if we can just get married in our church, shrine of the little flower, and forget about this nonsense. Because it's just
Mr.
hurting.
Godness, I would just kindly ask that maybe you not ask that and refrain from. If there's a question that you need to ask or something you need to talk, just ask to speak with me, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank
Mr.
you.
Godness, if you're trying to send a message to the victim, that would be violating your bond right in front of the judge.
I didn't.
So he apparently beat the shit out of a lady, and he's been abusive towards her. Just a little bit, just been a little hitty, just a little hitty. And I'm just saying, dude, how bad are things going for shit? Now I'm losing his name. Oh shit, Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm losing that. Why am I getting worse? Oh, it's late and my brain's dead. Doing too much. But yeah, so the idea that he's in court, they're talking to him, he's on bail. So I'm guessing they're kind of working out how he's not gonna hurt this person anymore. He went to court for this. Oh, yeah, can we just get married? I feel like that won't stop the abuse, sir.
Man, no, okay, I see what you mean. No, not at all like that.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, that's not starting us off on the right foot.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I didn't mean it like in a bad way or at all. I'm sorry.
Johnny Depp, thank you.
So are we going forward with this plea, Mr. Phillips?
Johnny Depp is having a lot of trouble.
Yes.
My understanding, yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Godinez, directing your attention to November 4th of this year, 2023. Were you in the area of 2503 Oliver in the city of Royal Oak?
All right.
Yes, you.
Okay.
Honor.
And did you make an assault or assault and battery upon one Patricia Damon?
Yes, I was holding her down and yes, I was holding her down. Yes.
Okay.
I was holding her down. Okay, so you assaulted a woman and now you're proposing. I feel like this is a you problem, sir.
Okay. So you agree that you committed an assault. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is someone.
Oh, so it's her. He was holding her down. Oh, she's describing the holding down part.
23. Were you in the area of 2503 Oliver in the city of Royal Oak?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you make an assault or assault and battery upon one Patricia Damon?
Yes, I was holding her down and yes, I was holding her down. Yes.
Okay. So you agree that you committed an assault. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm guessing she's saying he was strangling me. So I guess you agree you committed an assault. Yeah, yes, we agree. But we also agree I want to marry in the Church of the Little Flower. I feel like, dude, how fucking ballsy do you have to be? You're coming in with a goddamn Rico Suave scarf and being like, hey, man, how about we make this, what is that? Is that a cravat? Is that a cravat?
And this is someone with whom you had a dating relationship with. Is that correct?
Yes, she's my girlfriend.
Okay.
He lived with me, sir. He lived with me.
And is it true, sir, that you had lived with her at the time?
Yes, I was living with her for a year. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So satisfied, Mr. Phillips?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I too am satisfied. The plea is knowing, voluntary, and accurate. I will accept.
All right, so I'm not gonna fucking go through this. He lived with her for a year. He assaulted her, but he just wants to marry her. If only we can just go to the Church of the Little Flower and forget all this silliness. She dresses like a dude, and last name is Gay Man. Oh my, oh my. We don't know her last name is Gayman. Did they say? It just said Zoom user. It didn't say who. I have no idea. No idea. Oh, wait, maybe they said it in the proceedings thing. Either way, I don't know. It's not my problem. Oh, I got to fix that. Filter problems again. Okay, so we've got that there. Whew. I still love it. You're violating your bond right in front of the judge. Oh, man. He lived with me because, she didn't make bad decisions. She looks like a young Martin Lawrence in drag. That payout is a tad retarded for a hack who specializes in sexual activity with a bullshit degree. New York is fucking insane. Landers, I think it was more about... just the principle of the matter. And plus, New York, if you haven't seen this lately, New York's courts are all about handing out big money settlements. How many of them are actually going to reach payday? We'll see. That lady's not very sure that hers is going to come across on the revenge porn case. She's just happy for the win. I'm almost positive the Donald Trump thing isn't going to happen because the whole real estate empire is going to crash and crumble in New York because of it. So... there are almost certainly people talking, going, look, you better fucking fix this because it is going to destroy everything. So my tinfoil fat conspiracy theory, what's going to happen with the whole Trump thing is they're going to push on it and pretend that we got our win, the whole time knowing that an appeal is going to come out and the case is going to be resoundingly struck down. And then we're all just going to pretend nothing happened. So, no. Well, whatever. Trump judges, Trump lawyers. Justice isn't justice anymore. And it's like, no. You got found out for being wrong. Just take the L. It's a different crowd that lives in Royal Oak. Unless someone pays off his bond, he will not be able to appeal. Oh. Interesting. So, marry me, bitch, or you're dead. Oh, wow. I have no idea what that was. Let's wipe that out. Someone wiped their comment off the screen. I don't do that with those. Yes, the judge goes off after a man asks him to marry him in court. And again, it's only a court case for assault, look, I want to make an honest woman out of her. I already made a punching bag out of her. Now I'd like her to be an honest woman. All right. Okay, so we're running a little light on time here. We don't have too much left anyway. We might be able to get through it all. And I don't know if I'm going to make it back in time tomorrow to do a show. I thought I would when I started this. I was like, I can do it. And as I've been doing this, I've been doing the math, and I'd be like, oh, well, now I'd be about here. Yeah, I don't know if I'll actually pull that off. Here we go to our next thing that we wanted to play here. Let's drop the audio for a second while we skip the ad. All right. Come on, stupid cruise commercial. So Jon Stewart's back on The Daily Show, and he's doing coverage of different things. And I wanted to clip some stuff out of it, but someone else already did the work for me. So we're going to use their pre-clipped stuff, and those people happen to be CNN. So let's cover our newest segment of What's John Said Lately.
It's not meant to endorse or justify all the actions of either side. Mentions of Hamas that fail to condemn Hamas do not mean we don't condemn Hamas. Do not listen to this segment if you're predisposed to anti-Semitism or Islamophobia. Common side effects of discussing the Middle East.
All right, so they really kind of came in it a little early. So he said he's going to talk about the war in the Middle East, then he just panned over to the Middle East conflict disclaimer camera, and they went through all of this stuff about the warning, talking about the Middle East does not endorse one side or the other, and all these other things that are kind of funny. But again, CNN fucked that clip up. All right, keep going. Yeah, he talked about Gaza. Now cut to the part where he's...
plan to eliminate Hamas by destroying all of Gaza, doesn't that just make more Hamases? Is that the plural of Hamas? Hamasai?
All right, so again, they're cutting out just the super liberal parts they want. He was going back and forth about the whole thing and how there's no real side that can win the thing. The war is also a common topic of discussion. Right. The response to the war is...
Hey, Israel, take it to the Could you please be more careful with your bombing? It's good advice. But really, couldn't the United States have told Israel that when we gave them all the bombs? This is like your Coke dealer coming in with an 8-ball and going, don't stay up all night.
Oh, you assholes. Just show the parts where he burns on the left stuff, too. Stewart offered up a solution to end the months-long conflict. All right, let's get to his solution, you dickholes.
Israel stops bombing. Hamas releases the hostages. The Arab countries who claim Palestine as their top priority come in and form a demilitarized zone between Israel and a free Palestinian state. The Saudis, Egypt, UAE, Qatar, Jordan, they all form like a NATO arrangement guaranteeing security for both sides. Obviously, they won't call it NATO. It's the Middle East Treaty Organization. It's me too.
That's actually kind of funny. But again,
help reaching your goals.
That's not a half bad idea. Oh, man. Israel, take it down a notch. All right. Did we put the chat box back up? I thought we did. Fanatical Bucksman, I'm going to start watching The Daily Show. Yeah, I need to return 1967 borders. I don't know that you can make that one work. I don't know what those are, so I certainly won't endorse it. I don't know why they needed to have, well, I know why they needed it, but again, the whole, like, we need our own country, our own space where we don't feel persecuted. We don't feel this. We don't feel that. All right, so how about we cut you out a piece here? Canada's offered up the... No. We want this one place here that's deeply contested throughout all of history. Well, yeah, but that place, a lot of people say they have ownership. Yeah, they do, but it's ours, so we want it back. No, but again, this whole idea that a land is religiously destined and bound to you makes it really hard to... But yeah, so we're getting way too much crap from way too many people for it, and everybody's kind of like, hey, Israel, how about it just, stops a bit? And they cut out the parts where Benjamin Netanyahu explained that he's like, oh, we'll just continue the bombing runs and things. It's coming to an end. And it's like, yeah, it feels like for you it's coming to an end because you're like, well, we don't have a whole lot of them left. We're almost done. It's just weirdly, I don't know, reminiscent. You know what they say? They say abusers create themselves in a way. They say that abusers start out as being abused, and then they turn into the very abusers that created them in a weird cyclical thing. Like if you're molested as a child, you grow up to molest people. So like maybe if your culture was, routinely persecuted everywhere, and then at one point, really, really massively walled off, persecuted, thrown in camps, I guess you will eventually grow up to wall off a group of people, persecute them, and throw them in camps. It just seems like it's not your fault. I'm sorry, Israel. You learned it from your dad. And we're just your less abused brother going, oops. I don't know. Hitler diff. Hurt people. But that's my point. And that's what, like, Jon Stewart was saying. You're not going... I don't view more bombings and stuff a bit of golem turning on its creator. Oh. All right. So, yeah, it's a mess, and nobody wants to deal with it. But we keep getting called into it because, again, financially we're tied to it, which is another thing that I'd really like to stop funding all these other wars everywhere. People, aren't you upset that there's medicine to make people lactate and science isn't? If we could stop funding all of the war bullshit, there's a whole lot of science initiatives we could look into. But before we do that, we gotta kill some people first. All right. Anyways, let's go to a story in sports. Now, I wonder why the trans community is not out in favor of this story. This should be one that people should be applauding all over the place. And I've got a fun little story about a girls' basketball team banned from playing the game solely because they were girls. And you won't believe why. Because I know I didn't.
The youth basketball tournament is happening this weekend, but one team is not playing in it this year, and that's because they say the organizers banned their team because they're girls. WCPO 9's reporter Valerie Lyons went to Wilder for this story.
Here, it's in our cross.
For Erica Hallman, basketball is life.
I've been around basketball my entire life.
That passion extends to coaching her teams. Like these 6th grade girls who not only play the game,
we want to put them in a situation where they're going to be challenged.
They also share the court with the boys.
Our girls.
Yeah, they share the court with the boys. Guess who hasn't caught up on the puberty scale yet? They share the court with the boys. Again, like I said, I can't believe I haven't seen the trans community all out front. See, gender is nothing. The girls can do it with the boys. Can we come back after a year or two and see the rematch?
Can compete with them boys any day of the week.
Yeah.
Any day.
And they have for the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, none of the boys are allowed to hit puberty yet. Do you notice the girls are all taller than the boys? There's a reason for that. The boys' puberty part takes place a little bit later. The ladies happen to tend to go first. That's science. I hate that hairdo. Sean, guess who wins every time? No. You're wrong on this one. This is the point of the story. Like I said,
so they were excited, ready to dribble their way into the Southwestern Ohio basketball tournament this weekend. That is, Hallman says, until the director sent some shocking texts.
He basically is going to blackball the girls from playing in the game that they deserve to play in.
This winning team was stuck on the bench.
Due to them being girls and the boys maybe wanting to retaliate against them.
Due to them being girls and the boys maybe wanting to retaliate against them. So wait a minute. So you're saying we can't let the girls play with the boys because if the boys lose, they might get angry and retaliate. So we can let a boy play on the girls' team because if he gets frustrated, he'll be fine. That's weird how that works. All right. Anyways, so oh no, wait. That boy can't be a problem. He pretends to be a girl. Also, like I said, if you can't tell from the video, if you're listening and only watching, these girls are competing with the boys because these girls have a physical advantage over the boys because they've started their puberty tracks before the boys have. So they're a little taller. Their bodies are a little broader. Their hips are a little wider. They've got a little more stick and move. And guess what's going to happen over the next year and a half for the boys? Testosterone, muscle growth, bone density increase, shooting up like a beanstalk. And when you put this up to women and men in high school level, it's not even close. But these girls are going to believe they're just as good as the boys. We were part of the #1 team. We were 7-1 undefeated. And yeah, you're playing a rigged game. Again, this is that science thing. This is that testosterone thing. A girl can kick a boy's ass in a sport if we start them both young enough because, again, science hasn't done its thing yet. The boys are like 8 years old and the girls are like 13. Yeah, but they're not. My point is they're all in the same age range. This is a thing that is very, again, kind of common in the human species in general. Women tend to physically mature into puberty and into the stages of their life faster than men. Men do it a little bit harder. But again, puberty still happens, and then they look younger. Yeah, they do look younger, but they're not. Again, it's the same age.
We were to beat them.
It's been nothing but net for the 6th grade girls. In fact, they just went 7-1 in the Winter League. And it's that dominant play Hallman suspects blocked their shot from a championship win this tournament.
Right. But my point is, it's 6th grade. If we put these chicks against those boys in 9th grade, how does that game play out?
a Lady Future, for example. They had a really solid program, and they used to play against boys all the time, and they never were banned from playing. They did offer us.
Yeah, but how did they, again, what's the age range of that one, and how did they compete? Like I said, it's one of those fun things where, yeah, it's 6th grade, the girls can hang with the guys. 9th grade, let's see 9th grade. The boys will run circles around them. Yeah, like I said, 9th grade, things change. There's a reason why the basketball game played by adult women and the basketball game played by adult men is vastly different in popularity, despite relatively the same level of access. Most of us get bored watching the girls just kind of dribble up and down the court. So, yeah, sorry.
To play in the junior high girls division, but that wasn't the division that we played in initially. So we respect.
So we respectfully backed out and dropped off. So what? Let me get this straight. So you're not good enough to, or you can't play against the other girls because the other girls aren't good enough to play against you, but the other boys again. Oh my God.
Decline that.
So what's next? First, a little show of solidarity. All of Next Level Academy is sitting this one out.
If one team can't play, nobody else is going to play.
As for next season, they'll be back on the court, including the girls.
Continue to be in the gym. We'll continue to practice.
Yes, and you'll continue to feel like you can kick the boys' ass. And every one of those girls is like, I'm going to be a girl that can play in the NBA. I'm not going to be in the WNBA. And like I said, this is 6th grade. Take us to 9th grade. Take us to 9th grade. I don't believe that the girls and boys are in the same age group, says Shunt. Again, they're all in 6th grade. So they're in the same general age range. The reason they don't look in the same age group is, like I said, you age faster when you start going through puberty. You go through puberty, often cases, as a girl before as a guy. So the guys in 6th grade, the boys in 6th grade, haven't really started dipping their toes in that puberty ring yet. The girls kind of are. So they're getting bigger. Their bodies are getting a little larger. And then the guys well in a little bit. And boy, howdy, are they going to shoot up out of the ground. And like I said, we'll see where we sit then. It's awfully easy to do. It's 6th grade. And that's, again, just was just fun to do. I'm sorry. I don't believe you that the girls and boys are in the same age group, says Shunt. Again, the team went 7-1. It's a 6th grade team from a school playing against other 6th grade teams from other schools. So you're saying all of the other schools have younger 6th grade boys? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying the level that the world has to orchestrate that is insane. I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom. So yes, I do believe oh, Hitler Diff heading out saying, thank you, take it easy, everyone. Yeah, see you later, Hitler Diff. Thank you for being part of the show. Oh, dear Lord. Thank you for the 100 bits. It is technically Tuesday. I was a monster by my senior year, upper third in my weight training class, top third in my swim finals for that class. I regret not trying out for the SEAL, says John Doe. I mean, I don't know, from what I understand of SEAL training, it's a weird regret to have, honestly. Like, I mean, I don't think I did ever make that shit. I'm fucking tough as fuck from the MS, but no, I don't think so. Oh boy. Ski just says, fuck it, let them compete until they get their asses kicked. I'm actually fine with the girls competing against the boys in this. They won 7-1. Quite frankly, I feel like as a boys team, it's a bit of a dick move. Like, if I was one of the dads, I'd be like, no, you make them play that girls team. My son is not going to be a player on a team that's afraid to face down the girls team. Hey, look, if they have to face down the girls team, and just choke on those girls' balls left, right, and sideways, then that's just the loss that they're going to have to suffer and suck it up. That kind of suffering is what makes a man a man. Taking a low blow, because you know what? That's what it is. That's what it is. That's a low blow. It's coming across the line. It's going to suck, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to struggle, strive, and move on. That's a man who gets up and moves forward. No, kick the girls' team off. They've only been beating our asses all season. That's a little bitch. That's a little bitch. But again, I also want us to all acknowledge the blatantly obvious fact. Those women have a genetic advantage right now, and that genetic advantage is like a fucking sliver, and it is shrinking by the second. And those kids are going to hit their puberty strides, and boy, bye-bye. Alrighty, so we've had a great show. I don't know if we're going to make it back tomorrow. We're going to see if we can. But if not, we will be back Thursday, and we will be back Friday. Also doing our Sunday smoke show and all of that stuff. So thank you for being part of all of this. Thank you for continuing to support this program. I have fun putting it on. I hope you enjoy it. We've had a great time. We've been Johnny, you've been audience. You know the whole deal. And I love you all. Until we see each other again. See, it sounds better that way.
Game over. What the fuck? Fuck. Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you do fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Parking in this slot here.
Show me child pornography.
I have a micro penis. This is how I break the news. I want these people segregated.
Johnny, what do you know about illegal narcotics?
Fuck off.